do a little character introduction, kind of get a sense of what you brought to the table. So, like I said, Connor, you're starting first.
God, wait, why me?
Because you fucked off out of the room.
Damn it!
Right as I was about to start.
Need to answer a question. Oh, okay. Forward scout person. Morally ambiguous when it comes to searching the concept of possession.
Forward scout.
Oh my god, your demos.
Based on the description of forward scout, is your character currently, or not currently, serving with an active military?
Currently, no.
Has your character ever served in an active military?
Let's assume most likely, yes.
Most likely. Okay, what brings your character to Coruscant? On this most holy of day.
On this most holy of days.
Today is a festival on Coruscant.
Probably came here looking for new work at Infinity just to get off his old homeworld reach. The last person named Titus was an unholy death trap that has ever existed.
Tell us about your old homeworld. What is it like? He was not prepared for this.
Your bullshitting ability is weak.
My bullshit is weak with this character so far.
He's from the planet Squirrel.
Hi, you know what?
Hey Chris, the bait teachers used to do this shit in high school. They just sit there and probe you.
It's a hot hazard world with large amount of hostile life forms on it.
So he's from Tatooine.
The size of a man to stain the size of a goddamn building.
So your character grew up on this very caustic environment.
Yes.
Now, is your character particularly hardy, or are they just very resourceful?
I'll go with hardy.
Okay, so your character's built like a shithouse wall.
Yes.
Have you been to many other planets besides just Coruscant? Because your character been kind of an explorer, or would this be their first time off planet on another planet?
I would say I've been to like 2.
Okay, what were those other 2?
If I know, I don't know Star Wars world. The 2 goddamn video.
Just say Tatooine.
Tatooine, though.
Okay.
Everyone goes to Tatooine eventually.
That is a lie.
All roads lead.
You're right.
to
You're right.
Tatooine.
Darth Vader doesn't go there because there's sand.
I tried so desperately to get the fucking players in Marcus's Star Wars game to go to fucking Tatooine, but no, we can't go to Tatooine. There are bounty hunters there. Fucking bullshit.
No, they didn't want to go to Tatooine because there's sand, and you know it's rough, it's coarse, and it gets everywhere.
Yeah.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2.
Let me roll a dice.
Okay.
Let's roll.
What does this dice entail? Is this
What 2 worlds I went to?
Is this a very roundabout way of saying that your character likes to gamble?
No.
Is Sabak their favorite game?
No. Terrace apparently. Where the fuck boss is?
Hoth? Or Voss?
No.
Which one? Hoth or Voss?
Boss.
Voss with a V? V-O-S?
Yes.
Okay, that's a lovely planet.
That's what I rolled.
Okay.
Yeah, for like religious extremists.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, the final question I have to ask is, how morally peculiar are you?
Oh,
Is your character a stand-up
yeah,
guy or gal?
we're gonna find out as the game progresses.
Okay.
To murder someone in cold blood, unless you have a really good goddamn reason to drop that fucker. It's not crazy like that. Though, if it isn't nailed down and someone
Well,
doesn't need
I'd
it,
imagine
you will take
because
it.
your character does, to a degree, does some bullshit. You would, you would have pause for thought about killing people. If it is a wise notion to understand that you should take life serious when taking life is your business.
Yes.
But all right, we're gonna move on to the next player because I got the information I need.
And
Who could go next? Does anyone want to volunteer, or should I just fucking pick someone?
I shot you a private message.
Yeah, no, I saw. I'll try not to ask questions like that. Once again, anybody want to volunteer, or am I gonna have to
I'll
pick
volunteer.
someone by force? Okay, perfect.
Here's tribute.
All right. Can I get your character's name? Beyond the fact that
Razor
I know what
Cane.
flat out says. Yes. And where was Razor Cane from?
Well, he was born on the homeworld of the Powan, which I need to look up real quick.
Now the name is Razor Cane, correct?
Yes.
And that is not a reference to the cereal brand Raisin Cane.
No.
Okay, good.
Post
Literally, I was
Raisin
searching
Cane.
up names for Powan, and it came up as Razor, and I was like, okay, that's cool. And then I just took Kane as last name because I saw similar last.
Every time I've said it aloud, I've thought of the fucking cereal brand.
Right. So he was born on Utapau, and went to school. And because his family is of the ruling sect there, he had more opportunities than any of the common folk. He was not among the firstborn, so as a result, he did not get to stay on world. Instead, moved about and worked his family's dealings off world. He's traveled quite a bit. You already know where he ended up.
Yeah.
Because we've already spoken about that.
Yeah. So he's well traveled.
Yes.
So what's a good follow up question to ask? Has your character experienced much hardship
No.
in their travels?
Because of his noble birth and his ability to make people see his point of view, he's always got some sort of currency on him that gets him what he needs, and if it's not currency, then his sheer force of personality gets it done.
Has your character ever been involved in a violent altercation?
Yes. I won't go into detail.
Okay. I was about to ask, are you currently comfortable with sharing that information? It's a good follow up. I don't want to ask the previous question I asked, which was, has your character ever, how serious does your character take life? I'm tempted to ask a question. The question being of how morally peculiar is your character?
Yeah, I'll type out the answer to the question.
But I kind of know the answer to that already. So let's see. what is your character's opinion on the very nebulous concept of the Force? Because there's a varying degrees of opinions on these things. You know, most common folk, especially with so few Jedi and Sith running around currently, it's almost believed to be a religion by some people instead of it actually being the Force that it is.
The Force is a tool used by the strong to maintain their status.
Okay.
Anyone who doesn't use it that way is weak and is undeserving of such a gift.
And your character is a noble. What would be the extent of their reach in terms of like just general personal power?
At this point, not nearly as much, because it's been so long since he worked under the sway of his family. They hold a vast amount of power on their home world, which is a good distance away. So,
Okay.
Being out here, he is involved in the politics of his home world, working trade deals and things along those lines. As I told you before, he has a modicum of knowledge in regards to what the planet he represents does.
Okay. And is your character a politician or a diplomat? Based on, because he's conserving himself.
He's a diplomat with the hopes to one day get into politics.
Okay.
It has not been the right time yet.
Okay.
He needs to garner some more reputation.
Yeah. All right. We are going to move on to the next person. Anybody want to volunteer, or am I going to have to pick your ass?
I can go and leave Marcus for last.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
All right.
Either way.
Also Connor. Let's not forget Connor.
Or you did Connor.
Yeah, Connor, go again.
He was the
Yes.
first person.
Why? Because you left the room. This is your continued punishment.
All right. So, can I get the name of your character, Holler?
Roltonic.
Okay. Where's your character from?
Rolt is from everywhere, but mainly from Tatooine.
Mainly from
That being said, he's probably going to give you a different answer to that every single time.
I'd imagine so. Your character is from Tatooine, so I've got to ask: has your character ever been involved in the criminal underworld?
Why? Raul would never be. Raul would never consort with criminals. Or underworlds.
Oh dear God, he's a fucking Khajiit.
Comrade Sonic is a man of very strong morals.
Oh shit, now he's a fucking Russian. It's all come full circle now, guys. So your character is well traveled.
Sonic has been in many places, yes. And in no places has he been a con man ever.
So you've been around quite a bit. So is this your first time being a Coruscant?
It is! It is the first time I have visited Coruscant.
So is this the first time you've been in a core world system?
Core World, Outer Rim, where's the difference, really?
Alright. I'm morally peculiar, is this character.
I already told you, Comrade Sonic is man of very firm morals.
Comrades,
And has never conned anyone out of his money ever.
I like that. Moral, as in just one.
I could just keep hearing Sonic like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Alright, what's another fantastic question to ask? Your character...
Not an accent I can butcher.
Your character is in possession of a lightsaber. How did they come about to possessing such a ceremonial weapon?
Well, boy, well, lad, if you've got enough money, you can pretty much buy anything.
Sounds
Whatever you want.
fucking Christ, it's the Lucky Charms guy.
You can buy Lucky Charms. Or beer.
I'm gonna struggle not to smile every time I hear that.
Just don't steal me Lucky Charms.
Alright. So you purchased your lightsaber. Who did you get it from exactly? Was it just a merchant in and around one of the galaxies? Or was it some sort of specific purveyor?
Herr Sonic
only
has
one
never
galaxy.
dealt with Dmmed or Hela. He will strongly deny any such involvements.
Okay. And do you have a specific goal you want to accomplish on Coruscant? Or are you just there for the, for the festivities?
Let's say he's here for equal parts of entertainment and making money to finance his lifestyle. Also is always looking for new accents to butcher.
Alright. Perfect. That'll about cover my questions for you. Now we can move on to either Marcus or Cap'n. I'm going to flip a coin.
Yeah, that doesn't
Where
matter.
is my coin?
D2. There we go. I can take 2.
Where is my coin?
Or I can
Fuck
just
it,
go.
I'll use this card. Alright, Cap'n, it is.
Alright. So as far as name goes, Atashi Adar. Giant cat-looking person. It's about almost 3 meters tall. About 182 kilos.
Alright. So the name is Atashi.
Yep.
Do they like Tashi Station?
No.
Okay.
No. And he will cut you in half.
Alright. I believe it. Alright, that fucking shit right there just stopped me in my tracks. Alright, so is, how well traveled is your character?
Pretty much like growing up, he just went wherever his master went. So, fairly well traveled.
Alright. And you say master, and I know that your character is a force user.
Mhm.
Is your character of a specific order?
Jedi.
Okay.
But their sect of it was fairly different, like taking a more militant approach. So as far as like moral ambiguity goes, they were fairly gray.
Okay. They're the gray kind of Jedi philosophy of things.
It's kind of like, as far as like the Force goes, they're more like Jolie Bindo, but they are far more militant than he ever would be.
All right. How does your character view the Force then?
It is a tool to be used, but also should probably be wary of, the dangers of certain aspects of it.
So in a period of time such as this, where most masters eschewed the concept of the Jedi Council, and thus Padawans were significantly, on average, more loyal to their masters. Is your character incredibly loyal to their master, or do they kind of see the value in a centralized Jedi voice in the galaxy?
He is more loyal to his master, but he does kind of see where people are coming from a centralized order. But at the same time, being a centralized order also paints a huge target on your back.
Since your character is a Jedi teaching, do they follow the original tenets of the Jedi Code very strictly?
Trying to remember what the original tenets even were.
Basically, the flat out, there is no emotion.
Not really. It's more control your emotions, but at the same time, you're a living being. So don't be like a fucking emotionless droid.
Okay, so there is some value with emotion.
There's value in emotion so long as you do not let it control you.
All right. So for this period of time, that is not an unorthodox stance.
Also taking into consideration that he's from Togoria, that has Mandalorian connections. So
my final question: does your character, since they are a Jedi, and especially during this time where we're not too many years off before this change was made, but how does your character feel about Jedis of any order being in relationships?
Doesn't bother him.
Because we are about a few years off before the Jedi Council officially made it illegal for Jedis to marry.
Considering that
because you see love is
a natural part of life, it's pretty much denying it is kind of... Well, love is a natural part of life. Outright denying it is unnatural. And I would feel that actually goes against the will of the Force.
I did look through the book. That one who just sent me a message. This was contended for a little while. We're not too far off from when it was officially put in.
Yeah.
All right. So I have my last person. That will be, I guess.
Woo.
So, Marcus, tell us about your character.
Okay, I am playing John Wisterpass from the planet Crevasse, which is a swampy planet, if you have no idea. And like some of you probably know, I'm playing Jedi. And I'm a knowledge seeker. But the knowledge that I'm seeking is dark lore.
What planet is your character from?
Crevasse.
So you are from
the
your,
home planet of Krevaki people.
Yeah, so your character is from their ancestral home.
Yes.
How well traveled is your character?
Not much. Like a couple of places here and there, maybe.
Considering the fact that your character is drawn to the dark side,
that's why he left out the search for it.
Yeah, I was gonna follow that with how do your people feel about you?
Since he started to search knowledge that was forbidden, because all Krevaki people have a deep understanding. Well, not all, but some.
Most.
Yeah, have a deep understanding of the Force, and most of them lean upon the Jedi side, it's kind of shunned upon their culture.
Alright, so it is shun.
Not completely bad, as far as I know.
How did your character go about learning about the Force and specifically the dark aspects of it?
Well, since I already rolled that, I had like the Kravaki people have a deep understanding within the Force, so he stumbled upon is by just off chance I'm gonna roleplay it as that he stumbled upon like an old cave, and it was maybe not like a Sith tomb, but something along those lines. And in there, he managed to learn from the cliffs and learnings left in there about the dark side. And since he was already in tune with the understanding about the Force, that's how he would slowly learn. That's why he's so old.
Okay. And so this was a Sith tomb.
Maybe
Sith
a
tomb.
I'm not sure if it would be a tomb or just some kind of just something. I'm just gonna maybe a tomb.
Typically with Sith tombs are given to Sith who have significantly distinguished themselves. So, would this be from any of the more well-known Sith lords, Marco Ragnos, Nagasato?
I'm gonna leave that in the air for now, I think.
Okay.
Unless you wanna say for certain that it was like a big
I'm not asking for certain
big,
right
big
now.
cheese.
If you're still thinking about it, I just wanted to know.
I have a feeling that it was not like a huge, big cheese and say like, oh, it was ruined. Yeah.
I mean, the shrine be at the shrine.
Yeah.
And you're gonna run into potentially plenty of those in your adventures.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know if the one that you learned your abilities from was that from any of the big ones.
Probably not, since I only learned 2 powers pretty much, and understanding the read to Sith language.
Okay. And what brings your character to Coruscant?
He's seeking knowledge.
Now, your character is aware that on Coruscant it has a high Jedi population.
He is somewhat aware of it, yes.
And is your character aware of the consequences of being sensed out as being a Dark Force user?
Well,
on a predominantly Jedi-filled planet.
He doesn't feel like he's a straight up Dark Force user yet. Out of character and in character.
I know, both out of character and in character. All I'm saying is
but he is fully aware of it, that if he's gonna be waving around his rage ability, the next thing is probably gonna happen is Jed head on the floor.
The Jedi Watchmen do not fuck around.
Yeah.
Your character.
That's why even before he left for this planet, he hit.
Oh yeah, no, a dark side Jedi Seeker walked right into what would be for a Sith the Valley of the Shadow of Death.
Yeah, he's not exactly gonna be.
I gotta say, Marcus, your character is one ballsy motherfucker for a crustacean.
Army of Light.
But I've asked enough questions. I think it's time that we really get the campaign going.
Okay.
Is everyone ready? They need any snacks? They need to get anything else? Anything they need to handle right now? Bathroom trip?
Nah,
Do it now.
not yet, at least.
We'll take some 5-minute breaks when we need to. But beyond that, no one's got anything. We can get started. Alright. So this is the fine planet of Coruscant, or specifically the picture I'm showing you currently, is the old galactic market area. I've been sent a message. He just posted the fucking Sith code. Anyways. Okay, because I'm gonna fucking cough. Coruscant is, at least I would imagine most of you know, it is a citywide planet. A citywide planet. Yeah, it's a citywide planet.
Planet-wide city.
Planet-wide city. Yeah, that's I'm trying to word that.
You can legit just call it a hive city, and you'll be right.
It is a massive, fucking sprawling metropolis. And it is probably one of the most cosmopolitan locations, just in the sheer number of aliens to human ratio. So, you know, when you came to this planet, you found just a variety of people. You know, you found Togruta, Sigorians, you know, you found fucking Duros running around. There are so many different aliens. And then there are humans, and they're humans here from Alderaan, humans here that were born on Coruscant. There are humans here from Corellia. This is legitimately a fucking planet melting pot.
People from the Outer Rim.
Like, you know, like, everyone is here, everyone's here to do a thing, you know, they're looking to sell stuff. Some of them, you know, are nobles from Alderaan, looking to curry favors. There's so many people here. And today, more than ever, because today is a big day, today is the day that Revan, after redeeming himself back into the fold of the Jedi, confronted his former pupil and struck him down. You know, this is a big day, and they're just by the millions, by the billions of people, you know, getting prepared for this massive festivity that's going to be held on this planet today. There is going to be a speech at the Senate Tower. Like, it's kind of like a combined speech between, like, the heads of the Senate Council and the members of the Jedi Order, specifically the Council members. So today is a big day, and they're unmarking some sort of statue to kind of commemorate those who fell during that period, and that is a picture of Jar Jar Binks as a
Yes.
So what you're saying is
Good Marcus. Good Marcus.
Oh, Marcus. Did you really have to commit suicide to beat me in the character death race?
Well,
I mean,
Marcus.
I'd take Dark Jar Jar over fucking Ray any day.
Well, Marcus, you're first. Anyways, so for most of you, I'd imagine you would be in the old galactic market, unless you want to be somewhere else.
Yeah, sounds good enough.
Yeah.
Who wants genuinely to be in the old galactic market, just so I know where I'm gonna need to place.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be looking around for shit.
I know there are people who I'm gonna have to place somewhere else.
Sure.
Okay. So it looks like
It's fine by me.
No objections.
okay. So, you know, for the most part, almost all of you are in the old galactic market area, and this is, you look at the picture, this area is not too far away from a cantina. It's called Joe's Cantina. There are plenty of people moving through the streets, you know, they're putting up decorations, they're about to, like, you know, they're all basically getting ready. You know, you see a lot of people kind of talking, chatting, you know, it's just after work for them. A lot of people are going into the cantina. It's very, very loud and kind of bustling. You see some people in the streets, like, there's like a guy, he's standing on a box, and he's holding like a trick shot, like, competition. So there's a lot going on. Who wants to kind of start first?
The trick shot competition. What's that all about?
So Titus, you're looking at the dude. You're in the street area, just outside of Joe's Cantina, and you're looking at the dude. Basically, the guy is like standing on a box, and he's kind of explaining the rules. He's set up a bunch of targets. He is going to give away a genuine circa heavy blaster pistol to anybody who can score the highest points in this competition. Basically, he's going to shoot like these probes in the air, and whoever can fucking shoot all three of them out of the sky, or at least, get as close as they possibly can, will win.
Sure. What's the buy-in?
The buy-in is 50 credits.
What will be the role to figure out if this guy is actually going to give away the actual weapon, or is he going to take the money and fucking book it? What's the role for that?
It's perception.
It'd be
Versus perception.
Yeah, roll perception.
And I'm gonna roll perception to see if he'll actually do it.
Alright. Go ahead and give me those rolls. Okay. So let's see. With those perception checks, I can tell you, based on just the look of the guy, he looks like, he's especially because this is a festivity and whatnot. He looks fairly dead serious that he's going to give away this blaster if they can pull off this feat. The reason as to why he's kind of he's content to do this is because this area is fucking crowded, and he has drawn attention to himself by standing on this box and basically offering this competition. Meaning that if he tries to jib these people, they're gonna shoot the fuck out of him. At minimum, or he's gonna get mobbed. Like, he has drawn so much fucking attention to himself, I don't know how the fuck he would get out of this situation. As for the bureaucracy role, well, here's the thing. It's not exactly a high roll, but it's not exactly a high roll to kind of get a sense of, like, this. Like, there was a degree of, like, this person has put effort into what they're doing. So you would imagine they would have a permit, but there's also the chance they don't. But you do know that it is illegal to, hold a competition with a prize and not hand it out. And the punishment for that is essentially, as far as, like, kind of Coruscant sees it, it is a form of theft. So it would kind of hold the same legal ramifications. Theft on Coruscant.
Means they end up going to my planet and working in the mines.
Yeah. Yeah. So
pay the 50 and sign up for it.
Yeah, so you approach this man, he's like looking at you, and he's like, hello, are you looking to try out for the competition?
Yeah, thought I'd give it a shot.
He chuckles to himself, he's like, oh, that's funny. He's like, well, the admission is 50 credits.
Some of the credits.
He's like, thank you, sir. Alright. Everyone, let's get into position. And let's see, he's like looking over, he's like, you, madam, why don't you start first? And let's see here. Let me look. Let me scroll all the way down to the allies and adversaries. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you do that? I'm about to close my door so my family don't hear me roleplaying.
Embarrassed already, are we? Scrolling down through the core book.
Check the messages, please.
Yeah, I saw.
Okay.
And second, I'll type that out to you.
You always need 2 books open.
Where is it? There we are. I found it. There we go. Okay. So let's see. This lady is going to try and take a shot at all 3 of them with a blaster pistol. Shit, there we go. Okay. So let's see here. Oh shit, I put 2d20 down instead of fucking 1d20. Let's see here. Okay, so she manages to hit a single one of the fucking probes. She missed all the other ones. Like, just very like it wasn't even like kind of a miss. It was a very blatant, like, she just fucked up. If you're curious as to what the to make the shots, this thing is considered to have a reflex save of 16 because it shoots like high into the air. And roll 3 to basically hit all of them when you have to do it. Okay.
What?
Alright. Okay, now allow me to make some next checks. Okay, so, that woman, gives it her best, but, basically only fucking lands 1 direct hit. And so he's just like, alright, that's 1, that's 1 score for the Twi'lek. And then, he looks over at this man who's got, padded, the padded kind of blast suit armor on. He steps forward, he's got, this very kind of hotshot look on him. He's got, a blaster rifle. He's gonna try and go for it. See how well he does. Good God. So, he takes his fucking shots and he hits 2 of them. He hits 1 of them so goddamn good it gets launched into the air. Higher than what it already was. Alright, Connor, why don't you give it a go?
Okay. Aim action, or there isn't one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. No, but I'm trying to figure out what the hell the bonus for aim. I played melee.
Aiming,
I have not played range.
So aiming grants a bonus of 1.
Okay.
And it is a swift action, I believe.
1.
Alright, so it's 1 hit.
2.
2 hit.
3. Ugh!
So, you fire off your shots. They're very well placed, but the last one kind of comes short. And, the guy's like, ooh, so it looks like we got ourselves a tie here. He's like, very interesting. Alright, we're gonna go into sudden death mode. Whoever can score the highest number of shots on these probes this round wins. So, there's going to be basically 2 probes. Go ahead and take your shot. This guy's going to take a shot. We're going to keep going at it till someone wins.
Okay.
Let's hope I don't roll like a fucking god. Alright, that's 1 hit. 1 miss. I hit. And I fucking miss. Alright, sudden death round fucking 2.
One. 2. What the fuck?
Yes.
Alright, finally! So after sudden death round fucking 2, the guy cracks off some shots, but they fucking miss. And you manage to land 1 solid one and then miss the other. And the guy in the box is like, we have a winner! And he steps off of the box and he goes over to this case and he pulls out a Zerka heavy blaster pistol. He's like, you sir. He's like, congratulations. Are you ready to claim your prize?
Yes, sir, I am.
And he hands you this very nice looking heavy blaster pistol. It's just looking at it, it looks like it would fetch a nice price on the market. It's very sleek in its design. And it looks like it packs a solid amount of stopping power.
Yes, I can see the stopping power behind this damn thing.
Yeah,
It's
heavy blaster
scary.
pistol's no fucking joke. Alright. Does anybody go into the cantina?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Would I think there's people that are affluent in there?
Yeah. So this region, this is the old galactic market. There are quite a number of merchants that come down here. A lot of them, especially during the ceremony, this festivity, a lot of people go in there looking to spend a lot of money because they've just made a shit ton of money in the Senate Garden area selling shit.
Perfect. I'll be looking for people who are A, drunk, and B, look like they have a lot of money.
Alright, let me move you on to the cantina since that looks like where everyone's going.
Might as well.
Somebody wanted their cantina music. Here it is.
I really like this song.
And Captain is muted.
Fuck you.
Someone remind me to unmute him when I need to talk to him.
He said fuck you.
Anyways, so party. You guys in a party yet? You guys for the most part walk inside of the cantina, and this place is fucking jam packed, bustling. You see, you see a cantina band, playing their instruments and whatnot. People are drinking, having fun. Some people are playing sabak over by a sabak table.
Gesundheit.
There is the main cantina bar. They're serving drinks and whatnot. Everyone's having a fun time. There are waitresses running around trying to take orders and get shit out as fast as possible. This is one busy ass cantina. So where does everyone go inside this cantina?
To fetch a water from the barkeep.
Marcus, the man who goes inside of a cantina bar and goes for water.
Because I'm a fish man.
I'll be approaching the bar as well, getting a drink.
Okay.
I'll get a real drink.
Anybody else going to get a drink?
Oh god, I feel like I should get that, even though it's kind of fucked up. A jury juice.
Oh god!
It's made from Rhodians.
I had a fucking friend. I had a friend.
Jury juice is a Star Wars beverage served at the Chalmun's Cantina on Tatooine. Some varieties of the drink contain the blood of the sentient Rhodian species.
Yeah,
Are you saying that many Rhodians died to bring you this drink?
Yeah, and Obi-Wan Kenobi loves that drink. Fucked up. Okay, so does everybody basically go to order a drink?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. So, for the most part, this cabal of people, you all kind of walk over to the cantina and you just start, ordering drinks. Was it, fucking Jovisto, orders water. What kind of drinks does everyone order besides, the obvious that he ordered water? Do you actually order fucking Jerry juice?
I do.
No. I'll get Juma juice.
Because I was
Juma juice isn't made of Rhodian, though.
It isn't made of Rhodian?
Juma isn't. Jury is.
I'll be getting the jury.
Alright, so somebody ordered Jerry. Okay, yeah. So the tender kind of walks back over. He sets the drink down for you, and he's like it's just fresh from Rhodia.
Freshly squeezed.
Yeah,
there's a dick joke in that.
Yeah.
As it should be.
The wife.
Right. Yeah, no. So he brings everyone their drinks. And it's this place is fucking bustling at the ass. The bartender walks up to, let's see, 5 people. Let's find out which one he walks up to. Oh, Marcus. Yeah, Marcus. So the bartender walks up to you, after he's finished kind of serving his drinks, and he's basically everyone at this bar table has gotten theirs, and he's just like, so what brings you to Coruscant?
Looking for knowledge. A library or something.
Well, if it's knowledge you seek, you can't go worse than down here.
Why is Danny Goblikon here?
I don't fucking know. I wasn't trying to do that voice, but that's how it came out.
I don't disagree with it.
Yeah, so the bartender is fucking Danny DeVito, apparently.
I walk here.
I'm walking here. Yeah, no, he's not he's that fucking I keep forgetting the name of that species. It's the species that basically owned Anakin and his mother.
Toydarian?
Yeah, the fucking the race that is essentially just stereotypical Jews.
Oh yeah, Toydarians.
Yeah, he just rolls up. He's like, hey, Jedi.
Who you calling racist?
Qui-Gon, you crazy bastard! I love the Star Wars parody.
He's even got the 5 o'clock shadow of the used car salesman.
This man looks like he'd sell you crack in a bad alleyway. And then send the loan sharks around to break your kneecaps. Anyways, Marcus, you tell him that you're basically seeking knowledge.
Yeah.
He's like, well, you can't go wrong in Joe's Cantina. What kind of knowledge you looking for? Let old Joe help you out.
Information is usually expensive. Tell me, friend.
Hey, it's the big festival today. I'll give you one on the house. What do you want to know?
I'll tell you what. I know it's a festival going on here, but What other news are coming from this city?
Well, currently the news around city, I guess besides the festival going on, there was some sort of, I heard this on the news this morning. There was some sort of problem with one of the radio towers. They said there was like some very weird kind of static coming from it. So our TVs went out for like an hour.
Forgot for a second that they have TVs.
This day is busy, so I imagine just a fucking radar techie got a little too drunk. Did you follow up with anything, Marcus?
I just kind of look at him. I'm fairly new to this town, so I'm kinda getting used to the situation, and I kinda look at him and I look at the glass of my water and say, "May I have some ice?"
Yeah, I could get you some ice. And he takes the water and he puts like a bunch of little ice cubes in.
With that, I'm gonna actually go and fetch some ice water because my mouth is dry as fuck. So give somebody a chance for a second.
Yeah, okay. So he he goes, gets your ice water, puts it on the table. You're good. Anybody currently looking around for an NPC, just kind of looking around at the people, or thinking about doing anything? Or do you just? Because if not, I'll just have the bartender walk up to you and just start probing you.
I'm probably distracted by the barmaids.
I'm actively surveying the cantina. This is not my normal hangout, after all.
Yeah, obviously. But yeah, you see the guy basically flying around just probing some of the patrons as they're sitting down, getting their drinks. He looks over at you and he's like, "Hey, how can I help you today? You're the one that ordered the Jerry juice, right?"
Yes.
So what brings you to Coruscant? You don't look like you're from around here.
I'm a representative for a very important group of people.
He's like, "Ooh, fancy stuff. Well, if you need the lowdown on any kind of information, old Joe's your man."
I'm back.
Well, Joe, I'm a little curious as to what all there is for a man of higher tastes to get into around here. It's my first time in Coruscant.
He kind of narrows his eyes for a bit and he kind of leans in. He's like, "Well, it depends. What are you looking for exactly?" I could definitely help you out.
Well, I'm a man of particular tastes, needless to say. And I'm not quite seeing what I want here.
He's like, Is it something drink-wise? Is it something substance-wise?
Well, I come from Hosnian Prime. And though we're a coral world, we do things a little differently, as you well know.
As as he's kind of searching his head for Hosnian Prime, he's like, I see what you're getting at. He's like, give me 1 second. Old Joe's gotta go get his safe open. Come by back over there by the VIP area. We'll get you settled.
I wasn't aware a place like this had one, otherwise I would have been standing there all along.
Yeah, I keep it hidden. It's for the special patrons. So
Recognize one when you see one.
It's not often that I get more senatorial people coming down here. Not that I don't know how to accommodate. Oh, Joel knows how to accommodate people. Now, anyways, you go walk over there by that VIP area. I'll be right back. And you just kind of see him like buzz off towards like his like little office room. He's like looking over at one of the barmaids, like Serena, handle the bar. What is Ralt doing?
He's trying to listen in to the conversations of people who look rich and very drunk, and hopefully they're talking about stuff like going on adventures or stuff like that.
Okay. Why don't you roll me a gather information? Just because I want to see if you'll accidentally hear fucking hear Razor Canes. Okay. So as you're kind of like listening around, trying to like pick up, you know, some of the conversations, you see two merchants sitting at a table by where the cantina like band is playing, and they're having like this kind of conversation. And as you're kind of listening in, they're talking about some missing crate that like from a shipment that they were bringing down to this planet. They got lost during this in the spaceport. As you're kind of listening in, trying to figure out what the crate is, you figure out that this crate is full of Bacta. And, you know, liquidized Bacta inside of a crate is, well, it's valuable.
Wouldn't that be Colto at this point?
Well, yeah, Colto.
Yeah.
I'm going to saunter over to them.
Alright.
Good evening, gentlemen.
You know, like one of them looks at you and he's like, hello?
A little birdie told me that you've misplaced a possession of yours and would like it back.
The guy like looks over at the person sitting in front of him. He looks over at him. And he looks at you. He's like, "Did you take our crate?"
Oh no, but I am an individual of certain skill, and I'm very good at reacquiring us. Particularly, I'm very good at finding the people responsible for such losses.
He's like looking up at you. He's like, "You think you could find the crate?"
Absolutely. I can have it done by tomorrow.
How much?
1,000 creds up front. 2,000 more on delivery.
He's like thinking for a second. He's like, "Well, give me a persuasion."
This is what a good businessman looks like.
God damn it.
Never mind.
Is there any way I can reroll that?
Do you have
You can spend a force point to add a d6 to it, or you can spend a destiny point for auto success. Or a natural 20 result.
I don't have any destiny points, and I'm
Everybody
not
starts
adding a
off with
d6
one.
to a ball.
Well, the thing is, you cannot critically fail a skill check. I cannot critically fail you, technically.
Yes, but a 9 is probably not enough.
So, no force point spent?
Yeah, fuck it, I get those back at level up anyway.
You should have one destiny point as level 1.
You need a hug.
So my rolls so far have been on d20s, a 4 and a 1, and then a 1 on a d6.
So, you
It's
know,
okay.
but you pushed it over to you beat a DC of 10. So, you know, the man looks at you and he's like, "Tell you what. I understand how things work, especially down here. I'm not giving you 1,000 up front. I'm not even giving you 500 up front. I'll give you 250. You find it, I'll pay you what you asked for. I will give you 250 up front, and that is it. I need it found.
No offense, but this is going to come with expenses for me. I need at least 800 up front, and you'll have the individual who is responsible hog-tied on your front door by tomorrow.
Roll me a secondary persuasion, since you added something kind of to this.
Oh good, a 6,
Here we
my best
go.
roll so far.
Alright, so that's a lot better. And he's like thinking to himself, and he's just like, good gods. He's like, I can give you 600. I ain't going no higher, no lower.
600 it is.
He reaches into his pocket, and he starts kind of like, basically kind of calculating it like his credits, and he gives you 600. And he as soon as he hands it to you, he grabs you by the collar and he pulls you close. He's like, tomorrow.
You'll wake up.
He's like, apartment 268, Cloud District.
You'll wake up to begging on your doorstep.
I automatically hate this guy because his name's probably Nazim.
I said that, and I was like, someone's gonna say it. Someone's gonna fucking say it.
Do you get to the Cloud District or other? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't. There's a reason why I kill that guy all the time. I'm the fucking Thane of Whiterun. I've been to the Cloud District, you ass.
I would have asked him, like, why the fuck did he ask?
Have
He was
you
just gonna
ever
say
heard
that.
of the High Elves?
Have you heard about those warriors? Fucking Hammerfell. Alright, no. Alright, so what is the Tagorian doing?
Maybe listening in on that, actually.
Give me a gather information.
Oh, dear God, that's terrible.
You never know. You can't not roll as piss poor as Holler. Oh my god.
Actually, you can.
I have 2 for charisma.
You know what's funny? That is the 3rd highest roll of the session, I believe.
Well, besides what I did. Alright, critted.
Yes, among
'Cause I'm-
players.
Got a 14. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, but that's a 6 I rolled.
There was someone who rolled just absurdly high perception.
All I really have is perception.
I can tell. That's what you get for being a soldiery soldier.
Let's just be glad we're not getting these rolls in combat. He said before dying to repeated natural ones in combat.
The famous last words. Anyways, so, you don't exactly pick up on that conversation. It's unfortunate, but it's just the law of the fucking land. Unless you want to spend a Destiny a force point, beat a DC of 5.
I don't think it's worth it.
Maybe not.
It's not worth it.
Force
So-
points you get every time you level up. I just want you to know that.
Yeah, I know.
So, anyways.
Still not worth it.
So, anyways, since you couldn't exactly listen in on that conversation, what are you doing now?
Sitting, drinking, and enjoying myself.
Alright, so sitting, drinking, and enjoying yourself.
But
And-
maybe, where is it? I don't know, maybe sense force?
Yeah, go ahead. Alright, I need to go have a look-see for some things.
For sense the force?
Yeah.
You automatically sense disturbances in the Force. A location that is strong in the dark side of the Force can be sensed out to a range of 1 kilometer. A relative, companion, or close friend in mortal danger or great pain can be sensed out to a range of 10,000 light years. A great disturbance, such as the destruction of an entire populated planet, can be sensed anywhere in the galaxy. As a full round action, you make a DC 15 use the Force check to determine the distance and general direction of the location. As a full round action, you can use this ability to actively sense other Force users out to a range of 100 kilometers. If you succeed on a DC 15, use the Force check. You know how many Force users there are within range, their approximated distance, and the direction from you, and whether you've met them before or not. Another Force user within range can try to conceal their presence from you by making an opposed use the Force check. If they equal or exceed your use the Force check, you don't sense the presence at all.
All right. Yeah. So you start putting out some feelers. I'm gonna tell you this flat out. You sense Marcus, his character, the crustacean man.
Yeah, he does sense me out.
Since he's making no effort to conceal himself.
No, since I'm not a dark side or a good side.
You sense around. You sense 4 other Force users inside of this cantina.
And
you very quickly realize you don't know any of them. So there's a
are
total
they dark?
currently that you can sense. You can sense 5 Force users. However, their Force, their strength in the Force is weak. And as you kind of go to pinpoint them, you realize every single fucking one of them is a Padawan. And they're getting fucking pissed drunk. Because every single one of them looks like they're in their, early 20s for the most part. And this is the first goddamn time in probably months since they've been on Coruscant training that they've been given leisure to go and fuck around. There is one other Force user, out of the 5 that you spot, that does actually have potent Force. And that guy looks like he's in his fucking 50s.
Okay.
The thing is, though, he's not sitting next to any of the Padawans. You don't sense dark side on him, but his Force is potent. He's not sitting next to anyone, and he's been fucking staring at you and fucking Marcus. Marcus's character.
And Marcus doesn't have a dark side score yet, does he?
No.
1,
okay.
So maybe since he rolled really well, you would realize that, yeah, I'm not dark side, but you might get this vibe that,
He's a bit of a con.
Yeah, no, don't worry. Since none of you have dark side points, he does not he would not infer
since I have literally
dark side Force
1
users.
point.
I'm gonna go over there and take care of that. Yeah, no, don't worry. He's not, you guys don't have any, he does not sense that. He's basically staring at you guys because he does not, he can sense Force on you guys. He has no fucking goddamn clue who you are, is the thing. And this is Coruscant. There's a big fucking Jedi, temple and academy here. He's probably staring at you because he doesn't have a fucking clue who you are, which probably he's this is a festival and shit. Some Jedi probably came down here. From a different planet. Because I don't know who the fuck these people are.
I mean, I get that I'm good looking, but
yeah, so he's just basically giving you kind of a stare. It's not like a mean stare or a stare meant to make you uncomfortable. He's kind of scoping you out from a distance with this not blank but kind of emotionless stare. But it's not kind of it's not kind of stare that gives you the heebie-jeebies. More of a this guy is almost unnaturally calm to the point where just kind of staring at them is just man, I could go to bed. That guy just has such a bored look on his face.
Well, He's gonna stare at me. I'm just gonna stare at him while I drink.
It's a Cylon.
Because he's fucking weirding me out.
Okay. Oh yeah, there's one other Force user that you sense.
Okay.
It is piss weak, though, like weaker than the Padawans.
Wow.
However, like, as you're like, it is so goddamn piss weak. You were having a fucking hard time trying to pinpoint where he is at.
Okay then.
Like, so like, like the problem with this Force presence is that it is there. It is it's weaker than the Padawans, but it's weak in that fucking goddamn way where like this person has probably had no goddamn training, and so it's just sitting at that point where you're just trying to figure out like where the fuck is he? Where the fuck is he?
So like good mission,
Like
basically.
I'm trying to figure out if that's just like not just like an unnaturally like odd cluster of Force energy that's just over at a wall somewhere, and that's what I'm sensing. What the shit?
Hmm.
Yeah, but do you go and address any of these Force anomalies?
I have no reason to.
Okay.
Not yet, at least.
Okay. So, what are you doing beyond that now? Now that you kind of have a sense that there's a bunch of Force users in here.
Well, let's see. Maybe finish my drink and then leave, see if they follow.
Okay.
Or
So,
if
you
the
finish
master
up your
dude
drink.
follows.
Yeah, so you finish up your drink and then you start, making your way for the door. All right. Well, we're gonna quickly cut back over to Marcus the Crustacean. So you're just, you're sitting there. You get your ice water.
Yeah.
Joe, the floating cantina man, has fucked off to the back room. You see him coming out of the back room now, and he's like cradling something, and he's going to the VIP area.
Okay.
What are you currently doing, like beyond just drinking the ice water?
Just for the funsies, I'm gonna ask the stereotypical, is there a job board? Or unneeded board? Or is there like,
Is there
like
like
an
a job
old
board?
map that I could take a look at over here?
There's an old map. Yeah, like so this is a large cantina. There are like little like the hollow like the hollow like the large kind of hollow communicators. Most of them use them for like the holographic dancers. But this place also has real dancers, so not much of a point. So you you walk up to them and you open it up and you pull up like the Coruscant like map. There's like a lot of locations. Anyone in particular you're looking for?
Just looking what kind of planet the Coruscant is.
Well, it is a very, very sprawling cosmopolitan location. Like I said, so there's a whole lot of locations. They're like sectors that are set up as kind of like communities almost for some of the alien races.
Hall of Imperial Records. Oh, that's after the Empire shit. Okay, never mind.
You as you're kind of looking around, like as you're just kind of
trying to find some like interesting locals that I can.
Yeah, give me a perception test.
Sure. Perception. There it is. Hey.
As you're like, looking around, you spot like some very interesting like little places. You see like this library. So it's like a Jedi library that's open to the public. So that could be a place since you're looking for like lore and shit. But as you're kind of looking, you turn your head and you see this dude with a hood who's like on the far end of the room, and he's thrown a glance towards you and another patron multiple fucking times.
I kind of sort of do like a friendly gesture and I look at him for like a second and I raise my glass of water at him and enjoy the drink. To kind of just identify that I'm just here to have a good time.
He like gives you this like little waved gesture and then makes another gesture at you that is just completely unrecognizable. And he's kind of like looking he's gauging you for a response.
Don't suppose I could roll anything to figure what kind of a gesture is that?
Yeah, go ahead.
What would that be?
Give me a flat
social,
intelligence check.
Science?
No, give me a flat intelligence check.
Intelligence. The skill that is sort of trash.
DC 10 to kind of identify what it is. DC 15 for something more specific.
Well, I on the dot rolled a 15.
Okay, so you look at the gesture he makes. You recall from your time studying that arcane fucking lore that you bumblefucked into at that at that Sith location, and just from your species kind of inherent like desire to study these things, you just realize that is probably a Jedi Watchman. He just made a fucking gesture at you. Basically, he basically threw a Jedi hand signal at you. Basically, to kind of get a sense if you're from if you're like a Jedi from this region. He's kind of like trying to get a sense if he can kind of get like it's like battle tone almost. He's trying to see if he can, if you have a degree of understanding. So you figure out that he's trying to do that, and just kind of instinctively to like keep your cover, you throw just a very general gesture at him.
Yeah, so something.
And he just kind of drops that kind of almost he's like looking at you, basically trying to size you up. He drops that gesture and it becomes very more passive and friendly. And he just kind of starts returning to his drinking.
Yeah, well, except staring at the other guy.
Yeah, you got so fucking lucky with that. Alright, so let's see. We gotta go to the Mighty Cain. So you see Joe. He just floats right up to you, and he hands you your little package. And he you have your little short conversation with him, and he just rolls his way over, and eventually you have a few, very, very, very roby patrons come in to join you. Feel free to make a check if you wanna.
Okay, if we're gonna drop it down to a check, then I'm gonna be attempting to persuade them to partake with me, since they're already intoxicated.
Yeah, it's harder for them to make kind of reasoned decisions.
Yeah, and I'll message you the the rest.
Yeah. You have one of them that's just should we be doing this, and the other one just said
I'll be force pointing that.
Alright, good.
17 plus any ad hocs because I'm not intoxicated and they are.
Okay. That's another fucking 1. Like, you have a 15 in it, but that was a fucking 1.
Yeah,
Fuck,
I know.
the fuck is with today? So, like, you make your point, and they're intoxicated. One of them is just like, like, should we be doing this? And the other one, looks at them, is like, we never get to let loose. And they come in and they start partaking. One of them hesitantly, but ends up doing so, and just it all comes fucking full circle. It comes full circle as it possibly can.
Happen?
Yes, what happened?
That's what happened. Oh,
Did
stepped
you,
away for a second.
Have you not been paying attention?
Stepped away for a second. I said that in chat. BRB.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking about whether or not I should tell him or not.
Marcus get caught.
No. He almost did. It was fucking terrifying.
Well, even if I would
I remember that
not
part.
much would happen.
And Razor was talking to someone.
What I will say is that, so this is what happened, but this is also information that was said aloud while we were, while I was doing, like, each individual character's thing. Which is to say that, he procured a very, very particular type of substance, went to the VIP area with some guests that were also in the cantina, and it just all came full circle.
Oh.
In Marcus's case, he took a seat down by where this holo terminal is. He pulled up a map. He was looking up some interesting information. And then the Force user, who looks like he's in his 50s, who's been giving him and the Tagorians very shady looks, he made a gesture at Marcus. Marcus figured out what that gesture was, made a gesture back at him, and now the guy's got a smile on his face.
Marcus is gonna have fun later tonight? Is this what you're saying?
No.
Oh. I don't know. That guy was into crab meat.
He'll eat him out. Literally.
I don't know, there's a huge culture into the tentacle.
Alright, so, I believe one of the players stepped out of the cantina to go do a thing.
Holler.
Yeah, I basically went to the next cantina to rinse and repeat the con. Or different cons.
Yeah, so, you start walking down the street, going to go do your thing. Roll me perception. Man, look at that shit. Did you finally roll well?
Yeah, 14.
Shit, look at that. So proud of you. So, you're walking down the street. So, you're walking down the street, you're looking for, like, easy targets. And then, you see this, like, it's like a it's like a big holo communications, like, terminal. And basically you realize, like, oh shit, the big speech is starting. And inside the cantina, like, as Marcus is, like, trying to get, like, pinpoint the exact location of that, like, library, the fucking goddamn thing gets interrupted by the speech. And, like, it's like, they're, like, it's like this Jedi and this, like, Senate council member, like, getting ready to start this big speech.
Is there private viewing in the VIP?
Yeah. As you're sitting there, like, kind of enjoying yourself with the, with your female companions. You just see, like, it just turns on and, like, the big speech is starting. So, like, you see, like, this this like fucking Bothan like news reporter is like, you know, reporting on this shit. And you see like this member of the Senate, you know, step forward, and he's like standing in front of the podium, and he just starts speaking. I need to play different music for this because I do not want to. I would rather the speech not be.
Imperial
No,
March.
totally. Let it be Biff.
I would laugh the entire fucking goddamn time that I was trying to do this speech. And someone else came in my room. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, you are. Don't lie to me. Anybody like this music? It's quite lovely.
Yeah, it almost makes me forget about the sand.
You son of a bitch. God damn it.
So we have found number 2.
Are you going to the casino today out of curiosity?
Who are you speaking to right now?
That was my mother.
Oh.
Come here, dog.
Wolf.
They're
I
fine.
was wondering which one of us was going to go to the casino.
No, that'd be none of you guys. My mother came in. She was getting dressed and whatnot. She was looking for shit, and I was asking her if she was going to go to the casino. Because that's what she likes to do on the weekends.
Place everything on red.
It's everything on blue.
Sir, this is roulette.
Damn it.
Okay. There's one in this chamber and 4 people. Start pulling the trigger, boys.
Anyways. So yeah, you know, like you see this you know, this like Senate council member, like he steps forward onto the podium and he's just like, "Citizens of Coruscant, I don't have to tell you what kind of day today is. It is a day of remembrance. A day of sacrifice. Years ago, just after the cusp of a war that devastated many planets, 2 Jedi fell to the taint of the dark side. And yet, even despite all of this, all that had happened, one man returned to the light and saved us all. Saved us and avenged the horrors that were committed on Taurus. Avenged the horrors committed on Dantooine. And now we stand to remember that man, what he stood for. He stood as a testament not only to courage, to bravery, but that we may all be redeemed, even in the face of our greatest failures. And, you know, he's like about to hand, like, the, you know, the kind of microphone over to a Jedi. Oh, okay. What'd you need? You mean these? Do you mean these? Oh, purple? Oh, I wouldn't know. Why are you always putting your stuff in mine? But yeah, we have a lot of people in this house, but you still have a closet. Don't lie to me. We'll just, you know, tell them to fuck off. It's your house, not their house. Nope. Never try. But you never know. Trying to give you ideas. Alright, enough of that shit. Yeah, so, you see this, Jedi is about to take the podium to start speaking when there is a very, very sudden rumble. And when I mean sudden rumble, I mean, you fucking see the goddamn, all the communicator, from where it's being projected, fucking shake. And the feed cuts off, fucking completely. And then the fucking lights just the lights inside the cantina fucking go out.
That could be good.
As you're standing in the street, one of you is very lovely standing in the street, you hear this fucking earth-shatteringly fucking loud rumble. And give me a perception. It's not hard to pass this, I'm gonna tell you that right now. You look up, and you see this ungodly, fucking bright flash, and there is just smoke just erupting to the north side of where you're at. Coruscant is this large, very sprawling place. When you get down to, the Galactic Market, there are so many fucking buildings in between you and where, the Senate grounds are. You can fucking see the smoke.
Fucking hell, how am I supposed to work on this planet if they nuke themselves?
You can... there's just this earth-shatteringly loud fucking bang. And, shit gets real fucking quiet. Because, you see people in the streets just, fucking staring at that goddamn flash. And, it gets real quiet-like. And then you just start hearing these loud fucking smashes and bangs. And you look up. And so, in Coruscant, there's a lot of automation. There's a lot of automation, because you have droids running around. Very evident that and it makes sense, especially considering the time frame, that if you can kind of get away with, if you can kind of get away with not hiring people and using machinery that can do the job significantly faster. You're going to. So there's a lot of automated vehicles that move through the air. The speeders and whatnot, the transit cars. One by one, you just see them start fucking falling. Fast. And when I say fucking fast, I mean fucking fast. Holler.
Yes.
Give me a dex check to get in cover.
I have to make one too.
Everyone does.
Oh.
Right now.
But we're inside of a building. Yeah, no.
Because there's a lot of building, it's not that hard a game to cover.
If you're in a building, the check is easier. Holler's outside.
Oh my. You know what? Let me add a force die to that real quick. Never mind.
Can I get one from Razor and from the Tagorian?
The Tagorian went outside and the Razor's still inside. Don't like this. Is this the GM version of Rocks Fall? Everyone dies?
Yes.
Alright. There you go. You were asking a question about that. But alright, yeah. I need dex checks from just about everyone.
Dex checks?
Yeah. Just click your dexterity on your or acrobatics, both are fine if that one's better for you.
I'll force point that.
Oh, I could use acrobatics.
Yeah, if you want to, if it was better.
Well,
For
yeah,
acrobatics,
I would have
then
gotten
add 2
plus
to my
2
dex,
to
if
that.
that matters.
Okay, yeah, so just adjust if you want to, use
I
acrobatics
mean, not
instead.
plus
if it was
2,
better.
but plus 5.
Okay, yeah. Well, then
Since
just
it's
adjust
trained.
it. Adjust. Yeah. So adjust what you had rolled.
Yeah.
So basically, if you were inside of a building, the DC was 5, basically to be within confines of cover. So you're good. If you were outside, DC was 15. Paula, what did you get?
12.
12? Okay. So fucking vehicles left, right, and center just fucking start landing down, fucking blowing up and shit. And, you're trying to, like, get the fucking cover because, shit's raining down on you. It's immediately what you would do. One vehicle clips the side of a building and fucking lands flat down on top of your ass. Like, it's held, like, it's the way it's positioned, it didn't drop, like, flat squared on you because you'd fucking die, your goddamn organs would fly out your fucking mouth. But it's on top of your ass. Because it basically got caught on something, you fucking fell. It's fucking on you. I'm gonna need a strength save. I'm gonna need some sort of check to basically get it off of you.
Time to take out the breaching charges. I mean, what?
So I'm outside. Can I see him pin and try to help him?
You look outside?
Did I just bet?
It was outside.
Yeah, you see
before
him.
diving to cover.
Yeah, no, you, if you look outside, you can fucking see him.
I will try to aid him.
Okay. Let me play more thematically appropriate music. Where's the good song for this? Was it this one?
Hell, the help action in this game.
Yeah, that's it. I think so. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so you run outside and you just fucking see this vehicle on top of him. Basically, I want you to make a strength check. Here's the thing. Let's see. What is your strength? Both of yous. I need to know. Like in total.
Mine's 8.
8. And what is our scouts?
10.
10. Okay. So here's the thing.
If you wait until I get there, I can probably get it off of him.
Either a combined strength total of 30 to get the vehicle off him, or I need you to roll a strength save and basically get 20. But this fucking vehicle sitting on top of you.
We got 20 together.
It needs to be 20. I'd either recommend spending a force point, or pray someone comes out to get you.
Son of a bitch!
You guys are just so fucking unlucky with the force. Force fucking hates you.
The force despises
Christ.
Let's see if this force macro is broken, because we've only rolled once.
No, it just fucking despises you. It has
Apparently.
other...
Here, give me a sec.
What the actual fuck?
Alright, I'm back. What do I need to roll?
Okay, so the Tagorian, like, did you run outside after you basically took cover from the fucking crashing vehicle that came through the building?
If this all happened right as I was about to leave, I probably would.
Okay, yeah. So you look outside, and you see this your scout's a human, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see a human who is trying to basically lift a fucking car up, like a speeder, like a transit speeder, off of like a Yakoran who's just pinned underneath it.
Okay.
And I want you to roll me perception. Real quick.
Alright.
I'm told that's one of the things you're good at.
Wow, somebody has the music really loud.
You look at that vehicle and you realize something. that vehicle transports shit. Specifically, you look over. That's a Prometheum transport truck.
All right.
It's on top
I'm
of
going
the-
to. I'm going to run over really quickly, and I'm going to try and help lift this
Yeah,
thing
I'd
off.
run over there and get them because that vehicle's on fire. Go. If you needed urgency, there is all the urgency in the fucking world.
And what's the total of that equal if I'm helping? Yeah, that's 30.
30, yeah.
All right.
34.
You get the vehicle up, and he gets you drag the Corin out.
Yep.
You see these fucking vehicles just crashing and landing everywhere. You see one of them slam into a building, and just that whole every fucking window shatters from the explosion. What is Jovista doing?
You know what? I will check out what's going on outside after the building stops getting bombarded.
So you come out, you look outside, and you see fucking vehicles landing everywhere. There are so many fucking just pelting the goddamn city. You see 3 people crowded around like it was like this transit vehicle, and it's on fire, and you just look over, and you just see these crates of fucking Prometheum. Which means it was like a fuel transport vehicle. Your immediate, idea is, oh my god, that thing is on fire. That's Prometheum. That thing is going to fucking blow up and probably take out like half this goddamn block. I need to get the fuck out of here.
Indeed. And last that I remember that my flesh was burned, it was not fun.
I'm gonna try to cook you.
Yeah, it's
Guess it's
literally
time for
cooking
everyone to-
calamari at that point.
Guess it's time for everyone to do 22 skadoo.
Pretty
All
much.
So basically, everyone vacates the cantina. And, you start making your way down the street. Shit is just falling left, right, and center. So you just you as you start coming down the more galactic area, you just see these fucking vehicles laying down on top of fucking people everywhere. You see this one person who's just pinned underneath a fucking vehicle and just looking at him like that shit's on his leg. And when I mean on his leg, I mean on his leg. As you kind of look at the man, if you pulled him out, you'd be pulling out a man who's got 2 arms, 1 leg, and 1 stump.
What's up with every Star Wars game I've been? It's like someone getting their leg destroyed by a vehicle.
Better your leg than your hand.
Consistency.
Yeah, no, your legs are just holding you down.
Yeah,
your hands
he's
are
breaking the
shit.
trope. He's not making everybody lose their arm.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you fucking destroy Coruscant in seconds.
Just turn everything off.
Yeah.
That's why I would not want to live on Coruscant.
Yeah. It's this apparently this place has a incredibly fatal fucking flaw. They got this idea to have a bunch of automated transport shit, and apparently, according to one of the games, there was a fucking tower that if you turned off, it would turn off the navigation controls for those things, so they just start ramming into shit.
I mean, they had the same thing in the Old Republic, where I think it was Black Sun, were trying to sabotage some things that would have.
The Migrant Merchants Guild.
Yeah, the Migrant Merchants Guild. They were just trying to sabotage some.
Yeah, I read that. I'm just like, huh. There's a plot point.
It's like, god damn.
Yeah, no, that is a fucking colossally fatal goddamn flaw in their transit system. So
it's
anyway,
the safest place in the Republic. No, it's fucking not.
Yeah, I know.
It's really not.
So anyways, you fucking the Senate got fucked by your estimation of that massive fucking smoke cloud, and you just see these fucking transit vehicles just crashing left, right, and fucking center. You see that guy who's just trapped underneath the rubble, or like under the vehicle. Do you help him?
Yeah. I'll try.
Okay.
I'll try to help too. I probably won't.
Okay. Remember, I need a combined score of 30.
Jesus, I just crit, didn't I? Yep.
And you know what? Fuck it.
Above a 1? It's
Man,
good.
I'm so proud of you guys. You guys are being good.
You are? Yay!
Yeah, you're fucking helping people.
I mean, is the person that... No, I'm not a bard. I'm not a bard. I can't do that.
Who am I going to take money from if everyone is dead?
If I were a bard... Okay, don't worry. Oh, you're a dude. Never mind. Drops
Here's
it
the
back down.
thing, though. I'm about to make it really fucking hard to be a good person. So as you're fucking helping them, you guys kind of have to, you know, basically be situated in a spot. As soon as you get them out, however, roll me dex.
Alright, acrobatics it is then.
Or acrobatics. Your choice. Dealer's choice. Really.
And...
Alright. So, that's a pass, both of them. Anybody else?
All of us? Okay.
Everybody?
Yeah. Everybody who was within the vicinity of helping that guy, if they were helping.
Well, yeah, I was not helping.
If you were just running, you know, you don't need to make the check.
Well, I was
you
just
were helping, on
walking
the other
and
hand,
looking
you-
around, so that's why I was asking.
Oh, you were just walking around as vehicles are falling down?
Well, in somewhat cover. You know what, I'll roll.
There we go.
Just in case. Oh god. Because
So,
I might
yeah,
be close enough.
yeah, so Marcus,
Some distance
vehicle
away.
fucking drops on you.
Oh no. That's...
So, like, you know, the Scorian turns around, and he just sees that crustacean man who's just pinned underneath the fucking vehicle.
Yeah.
You go over and help him?
Mm-hmm. Damn it.
See.
I need a combined score of 30, guys.
That's 22.
You guys clearly wouldn't leave a party member behind, would you?
What party member? Here, I'll help.
How do I keep getting the highest strength
See,
roll?
I like how my strength is the highest out of the entire party, but I haven't rolled the highest strength.
I mean, I might as well
And I
use,
have full
use the
strength in the
force
party.
to push the vehicle out of... But that's only for small items.
Alright, so you
Yeah.
you get the vehicle off the crustacean man. The problem is, you guys have to sit around to do that. I need another dex check.
Okay, I'm rolling like a god now.
Yeah, see? I'm putting you guys in a very, very spotty situation.
Look at this. All my rolls have been 8s. What? I hate this.
Alright. So you guys passed. That's perfect. That's great. Alright, so you guys start running again. You see another person get pinned down by a fucking vehicle. This one's like a fucking woman. She appears to be cradling a kid.
Ah, god damn it!
You son
Hey,
of a
baby!
bitch.
Oh, force damn it!
So, are you gonna help her out, or are you gonna fucking run?
Actually, wait, I forget. How big is the vehicle itself?
So this is a transmute. It's like, okay, remember in the Old Republic in the MMO that the
So it's
transit
the fucking
vehicle-
taxi.
the taxis, yeah, the large like taxi vehicle. That's fucking
Okay, wait. Quick question.
Large size wouldn't help against moving it, would it?
unfortunately no.
Alright.
Quick question. The vehicle,
Yes.
does it have any power left or no?
It's fucking upside down.
Never mind. What the fuck, game?
So there's 25. Oh, thank God.
Alright, so you get the vehicle up. Problem is, you guys stood around for a little while. I need a dex check. Or an acrobatics.
Bitch, I succeed.
Ah, damn it.
Flip.
I'm sorry, guys.
So, now the Tagorian is fucking pinned underneath the vehicle.
See, this is that moment where I would be like, why are there so many cars? And I remember that it's Coruscant.
Yeah, this makes the appropriate amount of sense.
Well,
Man, I'm making it really hard to be a good guy. You guys are getting angry every fucking time I point someone out.
Well, he helped me, so I'm gonna help him.
At this point, my character has decided to run.
Okay.
Ah, there it is! Finally, they
At
broke!
this point, he's pushing his luck.
They have finally broken!
Time to bail.
Yeah.
Fucking glorious. Alright, so...
If we try and save everyone, it's gonna be like, 100 fucking rolls.
Yeah. Yeah, that was... I flat out said... if I managed to kill one of you guys, it would be because one of you is a bastard. What I mean by bastard is that one of you has just now abandoned someone to their fates, which is pinned underneath the vehicle.
Excuse me, it's not that unlikely that we don't manage to get a third straight.
Oh, yeah, I know. You want to know what I genuinely expected is how, someone was going to die? Because they were going to try and loot while this was happening.
That's true.
That person was going to get squished and no one was going to help them. Alrighty then. So, did anyone manage to get him out of pinned underneath that vehicle?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Don't worry though. I'm done with the checks right now. You managed to get your way into it's basically like this. How do I describe it? It's so it's a part of the galactic market. It's basically this it's a very dense, it's a very large, stable building. So you finally have a sense of cover. As you're looking around, you see a few people from the cantina. You see that that Force user guy who was given the shifty looks. You see this one dude with a bunch of female female women just around him.
What? Female women?
Yeah, as opposed to all those male women.
Excuse me, it's ma'am!
Yeah, so I was just waiting for that. The best part about that.
I just thought of something really stupid. So apparently the main villain of this is Darth Ma'am.
Darth Ma'am. I used the generator to kind of try and find some names for Darth, and one of the Darths came up was Darth Hat. So I'm just imagining it's a fucking Sith Lord who's got every
it's
time.
It's a very nice hat.
On. He's got different hats on every time.
It's a very nice hat, though.
He pulls his lightsaber out of a hat,
out of a hat, and he turns it on.
Instead of it being a lightsaber in the shape of a blade, it's a lightsaber in the shape of a hat.
Or he just has the fucking Kung Lao hat, except the edge is lightsaber.
Yeah, he's got the fucking Destructo disc hats. Anyways, yeah, so you're in this stable building, and it's this brief moment, you genuinely feel oh my god, we made it to safety. So, anybody have any choice conversations?
Safety is only relative.
Someone explain what the fuck just happened.
That is an excellent question.
God, that music in the background just blasting off somebody's computer or headset.
I'll reduce the volume. There you go. Okay, that's not me. That's Cap'n.
Yep. Sorry.
Okay, so everyone currently in this voice chat is in the same room, but except for me because I'm a DM. Well, actually, to be fair, I'm a DM. I'm everywhere.
You are the Force.
Yeah, I'm Darth Scumlord.
Which means that you're penetrating us.
Yeah.
Oh my.
They're a
me.
rock at you.
It's not consensual.
Prosecute me all you want. You
The Force
wanted
is like the
it.
ultimate violator. It surrounds you and then penetrates you.
Yes. Prosecute me all you want. You wanted this. You joined this game willingly.
Okay, so you're
I ain't
midichlorians, I
stopping for no
understand.
cupcake. But yeah, everyone, like everyone of the party is in this room.
Okay.
So are we in the spaceport now, or
You are in this. So this is a building. As you kind of like look at the sign of what it is. This is like a hotel building. It's fairly fucking stable. This is basically the most cover that you have gotten since you were running through the streets.
Okay.
It was genuinely hell
As I
outside.
look out of the window and look at the cars just falling.
There are so many fucking like you can hear just screams. It's like trying to think of a way to fucking describe this is
Hell on Earth.
if any of you played Halo, this is like the fucking glassing of Reach. It's bad. Like, you're gonna see this shit real fucking soon. It's bad. Because I have a picture that basically just summarizes this shit. But yeah, so you're in this like hotel region area. You know, there are basically people from the cantina, people that were on the street. You see the dude who was like, you know, holding the quick shot like competition. Like, you know, they're in this building. They're just taking cover. It was hell. Like it was genuine hell trying to get here.
Cruelty is human.
And you know, you're like looking up, and like you're just seeing these small in comparison vehicles slamming into shit. And you're like, okay, I think we'll be fine. And you look up, and you see an automated shuttle, and it's just hurtling towards this building. That's not good.
Everyone get out!
So much for Guardians of the Galaxy. And I keep heading out.
Bail!
So yeah,
Yep.
you all risk running back outside, but you know, you fucking have to. Because that shuttle slams into that hotel building. And when I mean slams into it, I mean fucking slams in it. That building falls backwards.
It was not a very good building.
Front side only.
Yes, it did a frontside ollie, Marcus. So, that shuttle slams into that building and it falls backwards. Now, I'm gonna need some con checks. If you're curious as to why, that building fell backwards. And you just see a fucking cloud of dust just sweep over.
But I roll
Alright.
endurance.
You can roll endurance if you so choose.
Oh,
Whatever is better.
Now it's the time
my
to spend
endurance.
those destiny points.
Yeah, you're gonna need them. This is kind of a thing that happens when a building is suddenly blown the fuck up and falls down.
Let's see.
You know, if you were a first responder during 9/11, your day basically got fucked over.
Life
Got fucked over.
Because all those guys.
People are still
cancer
killing.
dying.
Yeah, people are still killing over from that shit.
I forget how many destiny points does everyone actually get?
One
At
level.
level 1.
I'll spend a destiny point.
I got up to a 15.
Might as well too, since I rolled a 5, there's no chance
Sorry,
of rolling
16.
that d6 and making it good.
Yeah.
You could get a 5.
No,
Plus this DC 15, then well, we're fucked.
Yeah.
The fuck am I looking at? I just scrolled up and looked at that.
What?
Fucking
What the
diamond
fuck am I
formation
looking
up
at?
here.
I'll slap Marcus later.
Alright. So for those who failed, some of you spent destiny points?
Yeah, me.
Yep.
Okay. So did anybody just, has accepted the fail? Or have they all spent destiny points to pass?
What's
I'm
the
accepting
fail?
If it's DC 15. So
You need DC 15 for this, because this is particularly bad.
then I failed by 1.
You failed by 1?
Yep.
Oh,
Everyone failed.
Okay. So you start running, everyone starts running from the building.
Actually, I
basically to
succeeded.
get cover. So, so everyone starts running from the building, you see the thing slam into it, and it fucking falls down backwards, and you just hear these catastrophically loud explosions and screams. And then you look behind you, and then there is just this fucking upheaval of fucking smoke and dust that just races towards your asses. You guys managed to get into cover, but not before just getting blasted by this shit. For those of you who, use destiny points or pass naturally, you basically managed to, get your mouths covered and get to some place with clear breathing breath, with just clean air for the most part.
I have an alternative solution.
Go on.
I'm gonna type it to you.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Okay. Very interesting choice, but, it works.
The breathing situation's handled.
Yeah. So, I believe that means that everyone is good. So, just, that fucking shit just covers everything. And just that whole area is, it's basically just fogged out with that fucking, basically soot fucking smoke and shit. It is damn near impossible to breathe without some sort of respirator.
I have a gas mask.
Do you put it on? You'll be mostly fine.
Yeah. Or a breathing mask, but it's called.
Yeah. I recommend if you have it, put it on.
Yeah, I'll put that on.
Eventually, the group of you has managed to find a elevator. As you look over at this elevator, it leads to, basically, it takes you to, it's an elevator that takes you along, a tram line to the Senate ground, where you can make it to the spaceport.
Okay.
Spaceport sounds good.
Okay. So, you guys get inside this little elevator. Although it is usually recommended as dangerous to get into the elevator in case of a fire. This is more than just a fucking fire. And you don't exactly have any fucking choices, now do you? So, you get inside, and it begins to take you to the Senate grounds. Let me show you the picture of the Senate grounds. So, this fucking place is just covered to the bitch in smoke, and you see the fucking, the Senate, the actual tower, it's a fucking inferno. This place is fucking burning. And as you're getting kind of, higher and higher, you get, a full view of the city as a whole. It's bad. It's fucking bad.
The fucking sacking of Coruscant.
Yeah, I use the sacking of Coruscant as this. It's fucking bad. Like,
Yeah,
this
just-
place is fucking burning.
Just imagine that these big ships
Like-
too are
Yeah,
crashing
no,
down.
just... Yeah, because they are. That's the problem. They're these large automated, like, shuttles and for when they're just transporting shit they don't need, like, specific pilots. They just fucking slam into shit. And there's just these catastrophically, like, large explosions.
This is bad. I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, can we just leave now?
Oh, I got a ship we can go borrow.
No, and I have a feeling that using a ship right now might not be the best idea.
If it's automated, it seems like a bad idea.
But yeah, you just see fucking fire and shit everywhere. Like, this place is fucking burning. Like, as you're just looking at this, like, this is a futuristic, you know, like this is a fucking futuristic utopia for the most part. Like, you know, they have the technology to do a lot of amazing shit. And with all that in mind, you're looking at this and you come away with the conclusion, this place is gonna burn for months. There is not a fucking thing this planet would ever be able to do to put this out in like an expedient time. This place is going to burn for months.
9/11 burned for over a year.
This is a fucking, like, this is a citywide planet. There is not a goddamn thing they're ever gonna really ever be able to... There's gonna be a fire burning somewhere. For the rest of this fucking planet's, like, known existence. There's gonna be a fire burning somewhere. Uncontrolled, and... everyone's gonna fucking know about it.
Yeah.
It's bad. So, you know, you're getting up through this elevator and it's taking you through a tram system. You know, you're sitting inside the tram with, like, few survivors. You see, crap, what is Kane's race?
Puan.
Puan. So you see the Puan. Just, you know, he's got, like, this very sickly look on him. And you just see him fucking kill over and fall to the ground. He's just struggling to fucking breathe. Like, you're letting out this very viscous fucking cough. Like, as far as, like, wet coughs go, like, this is just fucking... It is pure fucking crimson just coming out of your mouth.
Tuberculosis is stage 4.
Yeah, like, you need a fucking doctor. Anybody would happen to have treat injury?
Yes. Also med packs.
Perfect. I need a roll for that right now.
A doctor?
Is there a doctor in the house?
I'm an everything.
And then fucking Zoidberg, like, Marcus's Zoidberg just stands up. I'm a doctor! And everyone fucking screams.
So that's not a terribly good roll.
That does not pass the DC of 15.
That is correct.
You gotta...
17, however, does.
That's good. So, you begin to kind of examine them to kind of, like... So, you start doing what you can, like, you're giving them, like... You've got, like, this little, like, oxygen breather and shit. Your general consensus, he did not get his mouth covered in time. And as you're kind of getting, like, you know, based on, like, the amount of blood and shit, there was fucking glass. There was fucking glass in that fucking smoke and, like, soot. Because he's coughing a fucking fit.
In my professional medical opinion, do not breathe glass. Now inhale this med pack.
Shove
You're
it
doing
in
what
his
you
mouth.
can. Yeah, no, you're doing what you can to basically get this shit controlled, but he is fucking... His athletic days for today and probably the rest of the goddamn year are, like, they're covered. Like, this was it. He was prepping his whole life for an event, this is it, and this is expended for the next year. Because he's just fucking done. Okay. Is that for the thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you see the you see the mighty fucking Tagorian over there fucking start hacking up a goddamn storm as well. And his goddamn eyes, like, he's bleeding out of his fucking eyes.
Someone drag him over to me.
Like, as you're kind of like sitting in this tram trying to get your way over to where the spaceport is, like, you have. If one of you had like the fucking the colds or the flu or something, you would have given it to everyone, and everyone in here fucking 3 years over with the amount of coughing you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna point at one of the two.
It sounds like your fucking cancer has cancer.
You drag him over.
Is the best way to put it.
Okay.
Break out those treat injuries.
Oh.
Yeesh.
Another
Which
fucking
character is that?
one. The Tagorian.
Yeah,
big
let's
puss.
pretend I don't know.
Big puss.
To go.
The big puss.
The kitty cat.
Human's gonna
Okay.
need one too.
Mr. Mittens, just fucking say. I'm gonna spend my one destiny point on.
Alright. I like how I've gotten you guys to spend your fucking destiny points and most of your force points.
Oh yeah, I have one force point.
Session fucking 1. Great.
I have rolled like 30% 1,
Yeah.
50% below 5.
Uh-huh. That is true. I've seen your force point rolls too. I'm not impressed.
Yeah.
Or actually, I am impressed. I didn't know it was possible for you to roll that many ones back to back.
This is a dumb question, but since I can use Force Trance, could I possibly put him into like a Force Trance to let him maybe
That's actually a fair point.
rest up a little?
You can't put somebody else into one. They can only put themselves in that.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking that. Is there any kind of way that I could possibly do it? To let
You would
him...
need to sense that he is a force user. So, if you can figure out that this person is indeed a force user,
He is
you could
pretty
probably
close
suggest
to
that.
me. I mean, I could roll.
I mean, instead of
The
using
thing,
your destiny point, I could use it on myself, so...
I am asking just out of a sense of, like, I do not know if he is concealing the fact that he is a force user or not.
No.
I have not been led to believe otherwise. So, now knowing that, yeah, you could suggest that to him.
Yeah. I'll try and use the force to sustain me. Instead of you having to spend a destiny point, so... Yeah, I'm fine.
Perfect!
So I have my destiny point back.
Yeah, so he enters a trance, basically, to stabilize himself. The tram finally stops, door opens, and you see the spaceport. The place is on fucking fire, but you do see, like, a few ships that appear to be relatively intact. You see one of them that just had a shuttle slam right the fuck into it, so it's fucking done for the day. It's done. It's
Who knows how to
balance act.
pilot?
Yeah, that's a good question. Who does know how to pilot?
I don't
No
know.
one knows how to
If-
pilot.
If I recall correctly, you don't have to be trained
You
to pilot. You
don't.
need to do that for.
You just need to have the skill trained.
To-
Anybody have the skill trained?
No.
Ha!
That's the one
Man, ain't
thing
that something.
nobody made like a mechanic or...
I think I had the choice between that and treat injury, if I remember correctly.
Man, ain't that unfortunate.
This is why I didn't want to give my Jedi because
you guys made a desperate run to get to the location of this spaceport, and none of you motherfuckers know how to.
Well, time to ask the NPCs.
Yes, but the spaceport is probably heavily fortified just on.
That is true.
Handling spaceships.
Also, yeah, there's not a lot of ships flying around. Well, cars flying around here.
That is true.
Weird.
But don't worry, I'm a resourceful GM. And I did say that a number of people were traveling with you. And particularly one of them, roughly a number of you who were involved in not so much a conversation as a bunch of questionable stares, have determined that that person is a Jedi. And be proud to know that that person does indeed know how to pilot. To be very specific, the ship that got slammed into by a fucking shuttle is his ship. However, you know, you pilot one ship, you pilot them all.
Just buffer out. Just buff it out.
Yeah, so, in the spirit of trying to get to safety, this Jedi has decided that the better part of valor is the valor of, we're commandeering your aircraft. Because he's got people to save! So, you know, you run inside this, what type of ship is this? It's not a YT freighter, it's something else. Fuck, where's my ship section?
It's the Firestorm ship.
No. Which one is it?
Could always be a Republic Defender class.
Actually, yeah, that makes a good amount of sense considering the number of Jedi. Yeah, so it's a Republic Defender class spaceship. And you get inside. There's like basically like it's like a lounge room. So for those of you who are currently, you know, from a respiratory perspective, fucking done. You have a nice firm place to sit and have, you know, nice, clean, breathable air. So you can hack blood out of your lungs. And dirty the carpet. Thank you for posting that.
Yep.
Gives everyone an ideal perspective of what they're staring at.
Well, that thing.
Okay, yeah, so you know, everyone goes inside, basically, you know, gets themselves situated and whatnot. The, like, Jedi, you know, gets in the pilot seat and gets the ship, like, off of the, like off of the fucking, of the spaceport platform and into the air. Like, he does, like, a flyby by, like, where the Jedi Temple is. It's fucking burning. The fucking top of the roof is gone. And from the looks of it, it does not look like a shuttle hit it. So something else did that. And he just starts taking the ship into the air to get to, like, basically the spaceport above Coruscant. Like, you see that fucking planet burn. As you get into space and you're looking at the planet from a distance, you look at the planet and you can just, from space, you can see the fucking goddamn red.
Well, this planet wasn't washed.
Alright. So, you land inside of this, spaceport. like as you kind of landed in the room, like basically, getting situated, rest and whatnot. Like, shit finally calms down for the most part. Let's see. Did I not have a picture for the space station? No, I didn't. Fuck.
Oh well.
Fire.
Trolley check, right check.
Got it. Let me just slap it down real quickly. God damn it, what the fuck is with Google Images shit not fucking working properly ever?
It is truly human to do this.
Yeah, but feel free to have some discussions about what the fuck just happened.
How long does it take us to get to the space station?
Not long. Like the ship lands inside. You get inside like the little landing platform. They get like the shielded doors up so you can kind of like, you can step out of it. Get some breathable air and shit. There are like considering that they had just kind of gotten word of what was going on, they just on instinct they sent in a medical team to basically aid anyone who may be injured. And there are quite a few people that are injured.
I make a point of getting to the front of that line.
The infirmary?
Yeah, the front of the line.
Yeah. You do. And, they try to get everyone as much like aid as they possibly can. What is everyone else doing?
Looking over the casualties.
Checking over the other people that came with us.
There's like the
Looking at my nose to try to figure out who the fuck could have done this.
Tapping on the
At
shoulder
least
of
from
the
a
guy who
tactical
found that
standpoint.
tweet.
which one?
Well, the first.
It would be the race whose name I keep fucking forgetting how to pronounce.
You don't have to bother when you're talking to me because I don't know all those races anyways.
Don't worry, it's Razor Cane. Not to be confused with Razor
That
Cane.
helps me.
Powan?
Excuse me, mister.
Yes.
I would like to talk to you about the small matter of my medical fee.
I didn't ask for your help.
And yet I saved your life. Now, I'm not asking for much, but I would appreciate the med pack to be replayed.
And how much is that?
100 credits.
You commoners often make a habit of doing a favor and then requesting a fee after the fact.
I'm merely requesting a replacement of the materials used.
I expect all of my players and to refer to me as the Sovereign Darth Bastard.
I would be perfectly happy to simply accept a replacement med pack.
Very well. Whenever we get to a location where I can buy one, I will.
Or 100 credits so I can buy one myself will do.
And how do I know you won't use it for Juma Juice?
You won't. But I did use 100 credits worth of medpack on you.
Very well. Do you have a credit reader? Something that I can swipe?
Chris,
Yeah.
how the fuck does money work in Star Wars?
Yeah.
It's literally a
Usually with credit
cards.
chips.
Credit
Yeah,
chips.
it's credit cards, and you need a credit reader in order to be able to transfer money.
Yeah. Since the people on that planet had to transfer the money to you, you would have one. Just for the sake of you not being everyone not being in that fucking predicament.
Here you go.
I'm trying to pay you.
25 credits.
Yeah, like I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying to pay you, but I can't because you don't have a credit reader. You goddamn loser.
Yeah,
shit
nobody
like
bought that.
I hand you a credit reader.
And I transfer over 100 credits.
That concludes our transaction. I nod. Have fun with your repaired lung.
I rolled tactic to try to figure out what organization or faction would have had the balls to do this thing.
Go ahead.
Can I have the name of the man that saved my life?
Naturally. I'm Raul Sonic. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Okay. So as you kind of like trying to think of like what degree of like who would have the capacity, basically it would have to be someone who has a degree of so this was obviously a military operation. Like it has to be kind of based on like what was done. Whoever did this has a very poor concept of collateral damage because they didn't just hit like a senatorial place, which is like a head of government, or the Jedi, which is like a special form of military. They fucking hit almost like a large percentage of all the damage they dealt was damaged civilian location. Was very deliberately a terroristic act. And specifically what they targeted means that they have a firm knowledge of how the Coruscant's automated transit system works. So it would have to be some sort of military group that has been studying this planet for long enough to know this information. Based on the fact that there was a massive explosion before the vehicles fell out, you would imagine that they placed explosives in locations that were necessary. Considering that you saw the roof of the fucking Jedi Temple had a massive hole in it, but there was no sign of a vehicle landing through it, you would imagine that they planted explosives, probably in the Senate Tower and probably there. So this was probably this will probably go down in history as the most infamous fucking guerrilla like the most infamous guerrilla warfare as terrorist attack that has ever been fucking seen. And it would have to be done by like a professional military. It has to fucking be.
Just
Because this went off perfectly.
I'm probably gonna fail, but may I roll galactic lore?
Go ahead. Okay, hang on. Okay. Anybody else have any other input?
I was just asking that could I use the Force to sense what's going down on the planet, just of the off chance that I might sense something.
Go ahead.
That's not supposed to be going on.
Darth Vader, he's staring at you.
Okay,
That is a fair point.
So
but-
you sense with the he rolled a fucking 22. You sense with the Force, and basically what you gather from the planet. Like first things first, as far as disturbance goes in the fucking like on the planet, it is an agony. there is so much fucking death just in terms of Force users, and just general people, that there is a big enough goddamn disturbance that, like, even if you're not fucking, like...
I mean, the funny thing is, it even says that you like for something like this, you wouldn't even have to roll for it.
Yeah, oh yeah, no. Here's the thing.
Well, I'm trying to sense something more.
Even if you're not fucking Force sensitive, you could be on a you could be a fucking non-Force sensitive moisture farmer in Tatooine. Your stomach feels weird now. Something just fucking went down.
Unless, if you're not Force sensitive, you can't sense the Force. So.
Well, yeah, no, it's being, was it facetious?
It's using hyperbole.
Yeah, hyperbole.
Gotcha.
It's bad. Like for those who are Force sensitive, this is a fucking sensory overload, especially because of how fucking close you is. And they are still dying because shit is still falling.
All of a sudden, a billion voice was.
Like, you hear fucking Jedi Master screaming for help in the fucking. Like, this is. You can genuinely sense Force users afraid on the planet. And, like, powerful ones.
Since I rolled anything so high, is there anything, like, outside of the planet that might be Force...
You sense some sort of dark side presence on that planet. It's kind of like, it's hard to pinpoint exactly where, but you know it's there. You know that they're, like, moving together. But it is on planet.
True.
And as you kind of like sense around, like, for what it is radiating.
Yeah.
Like, what you are feeling is what you felt when you walked inside of that Sith tomb.
And a lot
like
of suffering.
Actual darkness personified is what's radiating off the planet from wherever they're moving about.
Okay.
All right. So, people are getting, as treated as they possibly can. You do see that one Jedi who was handing out the suspicious looks, and he walks up to you, Marcus. And he looks at you and he says,
Does I snap out of my trance?
Yeah. So you snap out of your trance. And he walks up to you and he's like, do you feel it?
Yes.
Truly, this is a dark day. And he kind of stares out, as the planet is just fucking suffering.
There is darkness crawling.
Hang on. Okay. So, the man looks at you and he's like, what is your name?
Joe Wisto. But
I wish we could have met under better circumstances. My name is Ben Jamar.
I politely nod.
From what
I don't know why, but for some reason that name reminds me of Kit Fisto.
wasn't intentional. But he looks at you and he's like, from what master did you train under?
uh, I am from planet Crevasse. Many of our people, one master from that planet, took me under tutelage when I was young. Which is actually true. He was trained for a little while for the Jedi arts.
Yeah. So, he looks at you and he's just like, I have heard of the planet of Crevasse. They produce a fine number of council. Well, given the circumstances, what do you counsel?
Have them to go back on the planet and see what is their presence.
I've been working on this planet as a watchman for years now. And I just let every single one of those people down.
Me, yeah, I was just here to learn more from the library.
Well, if there's anything that remains of that library, perhaps you can still find the knowledge. I can't even see Sith that are capable of such cruelty.
The darkness that I feel, it is strong, radiating.
What are we to do?
I do not know.
I suppose I could chime in.
Feel free.
Yeah, you are a Force user too, and we are aware of your presence, especially me.
Especially considering you went into a forced trance right in front of everyone.
Yeah, true. Hunt
Just
down
sitting
the
down
ones
or
that
writing
did this.
down a notebook.
Hunt down the ones that did this. And bring them to justice.
I was about to say, alright, Batman. I smell food.
Well, no, if I was doing Batman, it would be like, why is this like this? Why is this?
Fucking goddamn it. Out of curiosity, what is Kane currently doing since his brief discussion with?
Well, I was in the front of the line to be seen at the infirmary, and
Yeah. So
been waiting after that.
So they take you to like a medical physician, and he begins to kind of like treat you. Basically, he wants you to stay. He wants you to stay at least for a full 24 hours. He's giving you oxygen therapy. And he has to kind of
drink some Colto.
the reason why he wants to give you oxygen therapy, specifically, because he's gonna do a full Colto treatment, but basically, his point is that we have no idea if there has been a chemical attack on that planet. They need to sit there and kind of monitor you to kind of figure out if there's going to be any kind of like overlaying symptoms of other things. If chemicals, you might have been exposed to chemicals, you might have been exposed to some sort of biological weapon.
Very well, but I need to get back to my planet as fast as possible. Is there a way for me to send a secure message from this station?
The physician nods, and he tells you that like on the far end of the station in the communications tab, there is a private like message terminal where you can basically use them to send out private messages.
Very well. Thank you.
And he just kind of like runs through his like treatment for you.
Yeah, after he's done with the treatment, I'm going there and I'm sending a message.
Yeah. Do you want to type the message, or do you want to?
Yeah, I'm typing it.
Okay, yeah, I get you, because you want to Keep all that hidden. Does anyone want to do a thing? While I wait for this message.
How many of those Padawans?
Take a piss.
For the most part, they all made it.
Yeah, how many of them?
It's about 5.
You know what? I'll be right back too.
So, 5 Padawans. With the varying degrees of strength. Month of the Batman. I'm not wearing hockey pads, the fuck? You've got a skull embedded in your head. Alright. What is the scout doing currently? Connor? He went to go do a thing, didn't he?
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna go see if there's like a quick snack in the house. While I wait for stuff to get typed to me and whatnot.
Back.
And the message has been sent. And at that point, I'm going to go return to the group as a whole, I guess.
Okay. Anything happen?
Not really.
Break?
Chris went to go get something to eat.
Yeah, I was waiting on a message from me.
Now we need just some excuse to party up. So I suggest that out of character we'll go back to that planet and have a fun adventure.
Adventure.
In fact, I was just gonna say to the Jedi that that I was, well, I did say that I would go alone, but that's a dumb idea. Just an excuse to go to the Jedi library and the console.
Steal everything inside of it.
Exactly. Connor, you are a Connor. Diesel Punk? The hell is Diesel Punk? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I did see that movie. Oh, well. Unless somebody else has a smart idea.
I am back with a cheeseburger.
I have
So,
some.
Now I want a
it's 70
cheeseburger.
cent, and I'm returning back to the party.
So, yeah. I was just about to say that to the Jedi who was with me that I was ready to go alone back onto the planet, but, well, going alone is a dumb idea.
Radish probably was in that.
Back.
Let's see. Because I feel like I should send this, so let's see. Where is it? So here you are, Chris.
Okay.
Hola por the fun bus.
Is today like your day off or something, Chris?
Huh?
Huh.
Why? Why you ask?
Because it's like 1 o'clock where I am. And usually we stop around 12. So.
Oh, no, so previously I was working, but I'm unemployed now.
Happened.
Because I got fucking sick, and it. So my job involves me speaking. Yeah, like I was a sales agent, so I needed to do communication. I got sick, and it took my fucking voice from me for a while. And it took it for like by the time I thought I would be back, it was still fucking gone, and I was coughing up blood because of what was going on. So I told them that I still could not come into work, and they basically made me resign.
Yeah, with
I was still sick for like fucking 7 days after that. I was already sick for fucking 5.
with Chris's game, we might go longer since.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I can go the distance again.
With this campaign, so usually it gets really distracted for a moment, and then we lose thought, and then we come back to it like 2 minutes later.
Yeah, no. We all do our talking and shit, and so we get distracted. But when we get on the game, I do note that unless there's something that has to make me stop, I will go the distance, because I used one of the longest games I ran was for fucking was doing one of the Fallout games, and that game went on for literally 7 hours.
Yeah, it's a little
Great.
bit more relaxed with these games. With my game, it's
With
like
no-
business,
with no
business,
pause.
business, a little bit of bullshit at the start, and then we finish early, because we got so much shit done.
Yeah. So
At this
anyways.
1 p.m. once, we started sessions at midnight my time on Fridays and would stop around 8 a.m. on the Saturday.
Damn.
Yeah.
I
so,
was wrecked for the week.
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah.
there
Right,
on the early days with Seabass when we started like 2 a.m. and I was like, fuck this.
Marcus, you remember ZDM? It was McGraw.
Oh. No, I think I was there for one or two sessions for like Seabass as one of the... Oh no. No, okay, yeah, Micros.
Alright. So, something was being said to that Jedi, to that Watchman.
Yeah, I was like
Yeah.
looking at it and I was like, I would go to that planet alone, but you sense that too. It is dangerous.
Indeed it is. We're going to need to investigate as a group. I do not know how many Jedi remain on that planet. Even now I can feel them. And they are suffering.
As I look
And then I
at
believe someone's gonna chime in.
kitty cat.
The Chikorian.
Yeah, and I was like, you help me. You seem like a helping sort. Would you come with?
That's a very concerning line of text.
I mean, he's playing the fucking Inquisitor. What'd you expect?
I know.
I'm going to evil my way to the store to go pick up a bottle of evil because I'm evil.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Just no idea.
No, I didn't just corrupt 5 Padawans to leave the Jedi Order. Not at all.
Ah, yes, I've heard of that fella named Hitler. Some goody two-shoes, Italy.
I mean, unless you're actively hiding shit, since Force usually works, but...
Here's me while I snort this Jawa.
God damn it, Connor. Stop sending me jet porn.
Not porn.
Stop watching the movie Airplane, alright? It's a good movie, but...
And in my defense, this was sent to me, I'm like, that happened.
Alright, so
Come on, let's keep it rolling.
the Pawan walks up. We need to find out who is responsible for all of this.
Yes. That's why I was suggesting going onto the planet. There is a force
Yes.
in there. Radiant.
The doctor here requests that I stay here for some reason, though. Says he doesn't know if there was chemical attacks involved.
But alright.
That being said, I believe there to be some sense of urgency.
Out of character, I have no idea how to respond to that.
Oh boy, I've gotten a phone call. 1 second, I gotta answer it, shit.
God damn it.
Well, you look more than fine to me. If you would be willing to come with us.
I am not accustomed to
Oh
such.
boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I had a phone call.
I will join you in this.
No. We would need a team for this.
I could definitely tell it was one of my friends. They opened up with the phone call with the phrase, fuck you.
I think
Oh no.
Holler, try to fix your connection, please.
Holler, you have turned into an astromech.
Well done.
He's just a highly advanced, like, protocol droid.
Wow!
Wait, his voice unit box is just broken.
He's fluent in 6,000 forms of communication.
And none of them I like.
Is this better?
Little. For now. We'll see as it goes on.
See the gathering of people who's for the last
Yeah, you might have
hour
overheard
of
us,
hell.
since I would imagine that we're in like a
Do you
small
see
space.
a gathering of the people that you ran with, you took shelter with, you helped when they were being crushed by a vehicle?
Yeah. I'm gonna go and see what the fuck they're talking about. Okay, what the hell's going on, and why is this world now on fire?
We do not know, as we're talking of sending an investigation team down there to see what is going on.
An extra gun?
You.
Pulls out new heavy blast pistol.
I did see you win that prize.
Yes, and I saw you pin under a truck.
I appreciate the help.
Anytime.
Excuse me, maybe you could use a combat medic on your mission.
Indeed.
That's fair.
Especially if there's any more of that lethal smoke, gas, or any chemical attack that man over there suggested.
I will, in due time, when I get prepared to head back down to the planet, gather up some breathing apparatuses. We will make for the Jedi Temple. We need to check that place first.
Agreed.
I need to know if there are any survivors, if there are any of our text information that can be salvaged.
The temple goes deep. Perhaps somebody's trapped underneath.
Yes, if you're already procuring supplies, could I bother you to get us more medical supplies? I have a very limited stock of med packs.
I'm sure I can handle that.
That stock being 2 currently.
I can definitely get you one. Feel free to do whatever you need to do before we set out.
Quickly, out of character, did every PC character agree to go down? I don't want to leave anybody with the Kai situation.
Well, while we're taking care of things that need to be taken care of, I'm going to attempt to see if there's another shuttle on the station and get the Padawans off and sent up.
There you go. Alright. Yeah, so you go do that. As for, the players, fun fact. So this is a space station, and they sell supplies. It's basically, it's a place to try to, have a degree of, being able to sell shit. They also sell, stuff for ships and whatnot. At the space station and whatnot. If you want to get something, feel free to try and get something. If you're looking for weapons, they definitely can sell you stuff as long as it's not military restricted.
That's the thing.
So,
I have some money, but the Jedi's really... I can't buy anything. I guess I'll buy a couple of filters for the pretty mask.
How do you think I feel? I rolled max. I can't buy shit.
I didn't roll max, and I need to buy shit.
If they happen to have filters.
Yes, and I'll be acquiring a gas mask.
Let's see.
I thought the Jedi was going to buy some gas masks.
Yeah.
He was gonna procure.
Okay, he's getting us.
Supplies. But if you want to get anything while you're here, feel free to purchase it or try and get it for free.
What do you mean by get it for free?
Basically, use persuasion. Basically, explain to someone, "Hey, we're a relief effort. We're looking for someone who'd be willing to volunteer supplies. Go
A
down
fire
there and save
extinguisher.
Taking my idea from me. Stop it.
I would like to buy a flamethrower, please. Why? Don't worry about why.
I said no military restricted equipment.
I know.
Hold on, that's like the survival kit or whatever it's called.
But
Field
for
kit.
Razor,
I'm going to attempt to get long-range comlink.
yeah. So you go to an area to basically go buy a long range comlink. Yeah, it's priced as what it would be priced in the book. But you see that that physician, and he walks up to you.
Just be a bit careful with the long-range comlink. Those have a backpack power supply.
Yes, I was going to get one of those and enough comlinks for short-range comlinks for everyone else.
I've got a short-range comlink myself.
Yeah.
I
You
see.
have a short range? Okay.
I do.
Oh, dude, this is fantastic.
one.
Last time I ran a Star Wars game, nobody bought a fucking goddamn comlink.
Yeah.
I've
well,
played
I
Dark
was gonna
Heresy before.
Yeah.
The one
I
thing
was
you
gonna
always
get
get.
comlinks for everyone and a long-range comlink so that we can contact the station. Or
I have
any other
shot one too.
suborbital systems. Alright, well, my character doesn't know that, so...
Well,
I get
if
it.
you just ask, I'm gonna be like, oh, I have one.
Oh, he's not asking; he's buying.
I'll go.
Yeah,
He's gonna give you one, Marcus. You can hold the two of them together and watch what happens.
I'm going to ask around for a med kit, a surgery kit, and as much med packs as they are willing to spare.
You go down to the medical wing. They flat out tell you that so they've got people they need to treat, but they will give you what you can because you were going down as a effort.
What about like a toolkit?
They're doctors. They legitimately they legitimately would not want to say no to this kind of thing. You know, the whole Hippocratic Oath and whatnot.
Actually, it's not a item on the book, or at least I can't find it priced, but you can get like a grapple. Like a grapnel, like a Dark Heresy grapnel.
Alright.
But what would be the price for that if I need to pay? I would say like 20. Alright, I'll buy one of those.
Alright, yeah, so yeah, you can definitely find it.
Yeah. Because I was thinking of the utility belt, but that's way beyond that they might even give me, and I could afford it, but nah.
Oh, this is awkward. I'm so weak I actually need someone to carry my medkit for me.
Really?
Yeah, the medkit is 20 kilograms.
I actually kind of want to get us a toolkit because it includes all kinds of gadgets that we could use to fix any technological device. So if any door might be like broken or out of power, since they cut out the power from the city, that might be really useful to open some doors. Or just break open the door, I guess.
What are you trying to get, Marcus?
A toolkit.
Toolkit?
Yeah. But I don't know if it's worth it. Hold on. I'll guys send you guys the picture. If you don't know what it is.
It's that thing that basically it's basically like a multi-tool. Yeah, I know what it is.
The multi-tool. That's the bit about it being able to fix any technological device. So if anything technological is broken, we could possibly use that to fix anything, since none of us is the mechanic.
Yeah.
Sounds like a very useful device.
I have mechanics, so I can fix shit.
Then there is the security kit.
That is good to have, mechanics, considering that it is the lockpick skill, if you didn't know.
Yeah, or we could buy a security kit.
The only other lockpick skill being use the computer to slice.
Yeah. Sure. You know what? Let's get ourselves a fire extinguisher.
Okay, I need to bitch for a moment. Someone only being able to carry 16 kilograms of load is bull. That's weak sauce.
Anything else you guys think we might be
Like,
able to?
legit, my firefighting breathing equipment weighs more than that.
How strong is your character?
I can only carry 9 with a maximum carrying capacity of 18.
You have
My
6 in strength?
is
Yeah, I've got a 6 strength.
11, so thankfully I can carry a little bit.
You can carry 25 kilograms of weight.
Yeah.
Hey,
Who has a 6 strength?
I do.
Ah.
You know
Yeah,
what? I'm
so-
gonna get ourselves a power recharger too.
Who is going to carry all of that, Marcus?
I can barely.
I already need to offload 20 kilograms worth of gear on someone.
20. Hold on, I need to see how much my stuff is gonna weigh. Let's see, toolkit is 1 kilo. Fire extinguisher is 3. That is one heavy. Grappling hook doesn't have a weight. Okay.
Well, let me put it to you this way. If you need someone to carry stuff for you, I can do that. Because my size, my lifting and carrying limit is double of what you guys are.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm 30 out of 60 currently.
Whether or not I actually do that, however.
So,
Do you want to be treated from dying? Or from injury, disease, or radiation?
Well, if I die, who else is going to defend you when you're getting shot at?
No, I'm saying I need that medical kit to treat you from that.
That's fair. It also is kind of stupid how I can't fucking change my carrying capacity.
except increasing your strength.
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit.
That-
Because my carrying capacity, as compared to 200, is supposed to be 400.
That is a little funny about like D&D and this system. It's like you barely can carry anything if you have low strength, which does make sense. But the amount sometimes is just so damn low.
Well, 10 is average human being.
Yeah.
10 and 11. So I am 4 points below the average human being.
I remember when I was playing 4th edition and I had
Never
so
looked
much
late in my
fucking money that I couldn't carry anything. And that money was like 20 gold and like 40 silver.
Let's see. I'm carrying your med kit, so I still have like fucking 280 to carry.
Okay, I have
Excuse
a
me.
little bit of money left.
Long-range comlink to your back there, Targaryen.
Yeah, 380. Okay.
Anything else that I should buy? I'm willing to buy it because I don't use that money for anything.
How much money do you have left?
Hold on, let me count. So I had 500 minus water, which would be like 1 credit.
Ration packs.
Maybe even 3.
Water.
That's something I'm going to see if I can go around with trying to gather with the...
I have currently
Humanitarian
180 credits left.
Real quick, everybody gets an all-temperature cloak.
I already have those two. One of those
You
two.
got another one.
And I just bought myself synth rope, and a fire extinguisher, and a toolkit. The only thing that I'm hesitant to buy is mesh tape.
Let's see.
Oh, I know. We're gonna buy 3 glow rods.
Lightsaber. You don't need a glow rod if you have a lightsaber.
But he's got a point.
I know, but it's...
Yeah, but you're not going to cut off your arm when you accidentally drop your glow rod.
That's true.
That's also true.
It's for
Those things have
very
got, like,
situational
really no weight
situations, I know.
That's the fucking thing about lightsabers. They have no fucking weight behind them, really. So you just have to be fucking careful.
That's why you kind
Really,
of have to
really.
be specially trained usually to use them.
I had in one Saga game I was in, we had a player who was intentionally dual wielding a vibro sword and a lightsaber. And his point is that so a lightsaber basically has no weight behind it.
Right.
They basically just have to block the saber. Vibro sword does. So what he would do is he would dual wield, and basically what he said is that my character is intentionally fighting in a very unorthodox style because a person he is fighting basically has to adjust for the fact that he's got one thing that has weight and one thing that doesn't.
Yeah.
Which made it fucking really impossible for him, like, for people to defend themselves against him.
Hey, that's
They could
half
just
of the
not
reason
deal with
that I'm
that,
going
like,
for a curved sword.
Curved saber. Oh, light foil. Yeah, those are fun.
Actually, if you saw the lightsaber that I posted that I'm gonna construct, it's gonna be a staff lightsaber that's curved.
Oh.
And since I'm
a
a
staff
tentacle,
lightsaber that isn't curved.
since I'm a tentacle monster, I have a ton of tentacles, so my attack can come from any angle.
That's true.
Slick.
But no, I just have a single lightsaber that has to wait until maybe we get to level 7.
Let's see.
So, we have a party together, we bought some stuff. Unless somebody really still needs something.
Nah.
Maybe a fusion lantern, you know.
Party is not together yet. I've been countermanded.
Yeah. I know. I wish we could do something about that.
It's okay.
By the way, am I the only person that bought ration packs?
I do have
No, I
like a
count
week's
them.
worth.
Ah, okay. Well, I bought 6 more. So
I'm one of those players who goes through all of the books looking at the equipment that he wants to buy, and I get all kinds of useless crap. For that one situation.
In one of my campaigns, spark rocks.
Actually, could
On
be
the
useful
off
in some
chance
scenarios.
he might start a fire.
And I think I used them
himself warm, 'cause-
once.
But you guys spent a lot of your time in cities, so you didn't really need spark rocks. I remember once a situation in which you fuckers like took a goddamn nap out in the waste.
I think we did once.
I just want to.
No, you didn't.
30 in persuasion I just rolled.
At one point you did, but you took a nap inside of a train.
But yeah, focus
That
on
was
him. He
moving.
rolled persuasion or something.
Yeah, no, I'm doing a thing, and a text thing.
Because, like I said, I literally don't want to do the Kai situation where you're away from.
Yeah, no.
Alright.
That's not gonna happen because that does not happen in my... If you somehow
Okay,
manage
so,
to get
let's
separated from
see.
the party, I give you a fucking session to get back to them.
How heavy is the toolkit?
And I'll make
I
it
have
happen
it.
if you want.
It's only a kilo.
Okay.
I'm
I have to
carrying
worry
it
about
currently unless you want it.
No,
If I have
I'm fine. If it's just a kilo, then I don't need to worry about carrying it.
Yeah, the stuff
Like, if
that
it's
I
really
want,
heavy stuff, then I'll carry it.
like the most, the thing that weighs most is the fire extinguisher, and that's 3 kilos, and I can easily still carry that.
Yeah.
Like, sure, if I get a few filters, those are gonna be a few extra kilos, but since I'm 30 out of 60, I can still carry some stuff.
Okay.
That's why I was even thinking of buying utility belt, but now I don't have any money for it, and it wouldn't be that useful anyways.
Okay.
We could buy a climbing harness just in case if we need to climb something.
On Coruscant with the entire world just lost most of its power. That will be useful.
Oh,
Where is the climbing harness?
it is in the Unknown Regions book. I have it. I can buy it. Oh, don't worry about that.
What are they?
Okay, how heavy is it?
0.7 kilos.
Okay, what does it actually do?
Providing a measure of safety for a wide array of climbing activities, the climbing harness secures the wearer to climb. Reduces the chance of falling.
Okay.
A character using a climbing harness making a climb checks falls only when she or he fails the check by 10 or more. So that is actually pretty useful.
What are they?
Up.
How much are they?
45. I could still afford it. I have now 105 credits left. What if we need to start like a fire? I have a glow rod, but...
What's the weight again? Like 0.3?
Marcus, if we have to start a fire, we have lightsabers.
Okay, we do have lightsabers. Fair enough point.
Lightsaber. If you want to start fire, it is simply I take paper, hold it near the blade, it catches fire, and then throw it onto a pile, whatever.
Okay, that's a little too expensive for us to get.
So I come back to the group with a shopping cart because I can't carry all the shit I got.
What the fuck did you buy?
Well, I hand out 5 all-temperature cloaks. If you already have one, then you have a second.
Okay.
I am. I also hand out 3. Wait, how many people are in?
Roughly
5.
5. Okay.
total.
So I hand out 3 demolition sensors, and I'm wearing the set myself. And I hand the medic a set of medical sensors. It'll give you a +2 on your treat injuries. For those with the demolition sensors, you get a plus either 2 or 5 to perception for mines and other explosives.
Oh.
What's the weight for the demolition sensor?
+5, and there is no weight.
Okay.
Sorry, 0.5 kilograms.
I like how the final moments of the session is just, what are you gonna buy?
What up buying a Plas tent, which is like a really
And-
high quality tent.
And that was +2 to perception for demolitions?
+5.
Alright, +5.
The demolition sensors grants you a +5 on perception checks made to find mines and other planted explosives. The demolition sensors cannot be worn at the same time as armor with a helmet or any other device worn on the head.
Well, I guess it's a good thing I'm not wearing a
Oh,
helmet.
here we go, guys. A water extractor.
When did we become, like, fucking moisture farmers?
No, like, when do we decide we're going to a death world?
Right now?
I mean, it is a death world at this point.
How much water is
The
left
dead
in there?
world.
In the city? Probably a lot,
Yeah.
yes, but...
Anyways. So, session's over?
I believe so for today.
Okay.
Unless you guys want to keep going.
I don't mind.
I'm good to keep going.
Yeah, I don't mind. We're just finding some random funny stuff, maybe useful stuff.
You know, I can get you guys back on the planet. Definitely.
There you go. It's just really expensive. 400.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
We don't need it.
I mean, it would be really useful if we ran out of water, but I don't think this is a survival campaign, so I don't think we need to worry about that too much. As long as we have ration packs, we should be fine. Because those include water.
Yep.
Some DMs have actually made it a point that you need to buy your food and water separately. Because a ration does not mean that it includes water.
How much is water?
To the point in the 4th edition I had to carry...
justifiable, like, table where it just says, oh yeah, so buying water costs this much. There was just ration.
Yeah, it's legit just a ration pack.
It's...
So,
Which-
There's a bottle water.
A ration pack is like...
Come up
A
with
ration
on the
pack is
fly.
5 credits.
It used to
That's
be a
supposed to
thing
come
in
with on the
4th
fly.
edition with DMs because there's the water skin and then there's like journey bread or like ration pack.
Yeah, the problem with the water skin thing, what some people do is that, like, you buy the water skin. That's basically it's a container for water. Do I have to buy a new one every fucking time I need water? Do I need to buy 30 water skins for water?
No.
You fill it at a stream.
Yeah, I know, but what happens, like, is, you have that GM who, wants you to buy water separately. You're physically going to go to a location and buy the water.
You don't need to, because cities and villages have wells, and the outside has streams. You only need water when you go to arid areas or
Yeah.
desert. And at that point, yes, you have to buy multiple water skins.
Yeah, that's why I always carry like 3 with them because water skin only provides you like 1 day of water.
Or in a desert,
Yeah.
not so much as 1 day of water. You'll drink water faster in the desert.
Yeah.
Fucking hot. But alright.
So, Chris, I have a question about a subset of the treat injury skill.
Go ahead.
So, Revivify says, as a full round action, you can revive a creature that has just died, but you must reach the dead creature within 1 round of its death to revive.
Yeah, you know what? I think that we should, because I kind of do want to do some Dark Heresy with my other group, so...
Okay, can I finish asking my question now?
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you. So, technically, I cannot move towards someone who just died and then use the action within 1 round. Are we going to rule that I can move towards someone and then in the next round use the full round action? Or does that person have to die next to me?
Yeah, sorry, can you repeat the statement?
Okay. Revivify says, as a full round action, you can revive a creature that has just died. You must reach the creature within 1 round of its death to revive it.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I mean, I still need to succeed on a DC 25 treat injury check.
Yeah. Obvious. And since one is leaving to go do their stuff, let's see.
Alright. In that case, call in here or play like 5 more minutes just to introduce what's going back on the planet and then start off, or hold off here and
Yeah. I'll get you guys on planet. I did say I was going to do that, and that's what I. Let me just.
You do a halo jump, and everything is on fire.
No, I'm not gonna do the Halo jump. I mean, I could do the Halo jump, but fucking laugh. Because then I'd ask you guys, alright, quickly, guys. Roll to figure out how to use the.
Roll me toughness not to puke.
This ain't fucking Arma.
Roll toughness not to die. I mean, pass out and then die.
Anyways. So let's see here. You guys get into the Defender class ship, and it begins to make its way back in orbit. You know, it's still a fucking inferno. And it's specifically making its way to the Jedi Temple. Any last minute conversations you want to have?
Any last wishes?
Any additional stops you want to make on planet?
Nah, I actually want to go in there because out of character there, I know that there's something fun in there that I want to try and investigate.
Let's see.
I'm meta in the shit out of this. Yeah, no, I shouldn't.
Fucking scum. Okay. Let me just finish. I gotta quickly re-upload some shit because Roll20 likes to fucking corrupt shit. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely let me check your roll real quickly. Yeah, you make it.
So I get the press I wanted?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
they're not intent really to argue right now. They know they need to get a lot of people out of here, and it's the Republic, so they're just like, this is not a time to be war profiteering.
Pussies.
The Republic, they're sensitive.
I drink martinis with Republic tears.
Okay. Damn it. Bryce, let me name that goddamn map.
I mean, I literally just scammed them out of a couple thousand credits worth of gear.
Yeah, basically. Alright, so you begin to make your way, landing down onto the planet. And you're coming in sight of the Jedi Temple landing pad. It's in fucking ruins. Don't mind the picture, because it doesn't look like it's in ruins. Best we've got, goddammit.
You can
it's the
use
best we've got.
some of those Roll20 free assets to put in some, explosions in there.
Listen, I did, and then Roll20 didn't save it, and I had to re-upload
Oh,
them.
okay.
No. Put your tokens down at the landing pad, and we'll, that was a good place to teeter off. I'll even put the Watchman Jedi.
Ooh.
If I would stop scrolling past his fucking tokens. Sweet Jesus, it's right there. There we go.
I'll be right back.
Who all remains?
Me, pretty much. And maybe Holland in the background.
Perfect. So the shuttle has managed to land. Well, the Defender class ship managed to land in the Jedi Temple. It's in fucking ruins. Now I know it does not look like it's in ruins, but it is a map that is basically a static picture. And also, I did actually put debris and shit everywhere, but then Roll20 decided to delete the fucking map because Roll20 is fucking gay.
Yeah.
And
As always.
Boom.
I did my best. No, stop that.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, were you recording today's session?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Since,
that means you had your music muted.
yeah. I will say this, it is kind of depressing to sit here